What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ZBCN and a couple of other cryptos today. Actually, we're just going to celebrate this massive pump. Crazy stuff here. Hold on, let me turn my computer down. She's breathing real heavy right now. We'll go here. We'll let people roll in. I'm going to send some invites out, or not invites, links. Same thing, whatever. How come it won't let me paste? There we go. Paste. I'm going live. Post. Okay. I think I've got everything, and now I want to get it on my phone so I can see the comments more clearly here. Hold on. Let's go YouTube. And 1 second, guys. We're letting people roll in. I don't even know. If you're in here, say hi. All right, let's see. Yo. What's up, Plato's bro? Yo, how's it going? S. Matt Mosher, what's up? Fonzilla, Barrio, God bless. Good to see you guys. What's up on this lovely, what is it? It's a Saturday afternoon for most of us, right? Or Saturday evening, maybe, depending on where you are. ZBCN now, man. Crazy growth. Hold on. Let's just see. I need to make sure that everything's good here. Might have... I was letting my daughter play on my computer a second ago. I want to turn the volume down in case any notifications come up. Yeah, we're going to do that. All right. And then everything should be good. Okay, cool, hell yeah. So yeah, this thing is up a lot. I forget what I said in my video as far as predictions go for where this thing was going to go. But by the end of the month, I think it was somewhere in this area. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just see. High to low here. I know I made a video just a second ago, and I believe it was ZBCN where I was saying I don't normally expect that you could go between the 1618 or the 1886, but I think I was saying something in this area, right? That's what we were expecting only because your measure move right here from a, whoop, that wasn't the low. That's the low. Come on now. Low to high. There we go. Your measure move would have taken you like quite literally right where you are now. So it is possible. I will say ZBCN, is it over? It's very possible that it continues higher. But here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. If it goes higher, you got like 30%, maybe 45% at the most, right? Something like that. And then you probably do find turbulence. When you find turbulence, you would at the least come back to this area. Okay. So at the most you'd go here, at the least you'd come back here. So even if you were to wait to buy more or wait to get in or something like that, I think that you'd be in a good standing to just wait it out. If you're looking to sell, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice, right? But I do think that if you were looking to sell, it's probably a good time. Like honestly, it probably is. We're gonna fine tune this, but to me, 45% or more, it's not worth. Like I think that you're probably not gonna find support here. You're probably gonna find support at a lower price. Let's see. But I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. I'm just looking at this with fresh eyes at these prices. You know, it might make sense to find support at the 1414 where your prior all-time highs were. That's a very common thing to do. And then just from here, real quick, just let's complete the conspiracy theory here to see if this is the relative high. Does it make sense on these fibs from a high to a low? Not really. Or no. So not really. It wouldn't make too much sense there. But that's fair, I guess, because that's all the way down there. Kind of. Maybe it would make sense to go lower, if not to find support above, but still really strong overall. I'm going to read some comments real quick and say hi to people, and then we can move on. But essentially, I wanted to start off with this because I think time is of the essence. And let's look at the 1 hour time frame on this note, actually, before I start saying hi to people. We're pretty high on the RSI. This might be the highest you've ever been on the 1 hour. I don't know. 88? Let's see. You've been up here a couple of times, and whenever you are up here, typically you move down afterwards. Here, you move down afterwards, right? It's a nice little rush. This is nothing compared to what you got going on now, but just similar kind of idea, right? You came right back down just as fast as you moved up, and that can happen sometimes. We're definitely in a good profit-taking zone. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if I was holding any ZBCN, I would definitely consider that myself at these levels, but it could run. You don't want to let go of your whole bag if you're trying to hold this for the rest of the cycle, because if you do that, then what happens if it keeps running? You never know. Crypto can defy gravity at times, and sometimes it just doesn't stop. Even if it makes sense to stop here, it can keep going. So if you're trying to hold this for the long term, please don't let me sway you, right? Just hold it for the long term. It's going to do fine. It's probably going to do fine. But right here, it really wouldn't surprise me. We're not really seeing any signs of weakening. So it might be like, this is kind of like the equivalence of catching a falling knife, but to the upside. You're trying to catch a spear that's being thrown up at you, I guess. I don't know. Or a knife. It's just all blade. and then guessing that this is the top. It really could be the top, but maybe if you wait a few hours, you'll have some kind of indicators, some indications that that you are done. Sometimes moves like this, they move up, you get a little stall, a little wicked volatility, and then you move up a little bit higher. You get that bearish divergence, that higher high with the lower high in the indicators, and then you top off. So something like this, maybe wait and see. If I was holding this right here, I might take some profits, but then with the rest of what I was intending to sell, I would just wait and see what happens over like between now and the end of the day. We got 5 hours and 43 minutes left. I want to say hi to people. And again, none of that's financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what's going through my mind, literally at first glance looking at this, what I would do. But that doesn't mean that you should do it, right? And I very much think if you're investing, just hold. There's nothing wrong with hold. This thing's going to go up a lot higher, and not just by the end of the cycle. By the end of June, it's going to be up a lot higher. But let's keep. We're going to talk about some other things too. I will take requests. We won't just talk about ZBCN, of course. You guys know how it is with these live streams. Let's see, but get them in while you can, because I'm probably not going to get all of them. We'll start off with Plato's Bro talking about EWT, right? That's what you want. If I don't get to your requests, don't get your feelings hurt. I will try my best, right? And please don't spam the comments for requests. And then also, if I don't get to the requests in this live stream, we can I'll do a live stream leftovers video either tonight or tomorrow sometime. So let's see. Let's say hi to people. Hi Corey, what's up? Can we look at Swiftcoin? Absolutely, Corey. We can definitely do that. Swiftcoin here. Yeah, SwiftC. S would be appreciated. Oh, BSL S. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, BSL, whatever the hell BSL is. Big fan. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you. Business. What's up? Business is booming. How's it going, Ben Bramer or Brahmer? I think it'd be Bramer. Carlos, what's up, my man? Bull Bear. Oh no. Go Birds. What's up, Charmander? Good to see you. Andrew Giorgio with a ton of requests. And this is something that I normally say, but I forgot. I got distracted here. And my thoughts, 1 request per person. If you leave a list like Andrew did, he left me like 5, I'll just write the first one down because I assume that's the one you wanted. What's up, Ricky? How you doing? John Callahan, Easy Do, Pepper Juice, ALCX for Easy Do, ALCX. I'm just going to run through some of these comments. I'm going to say hi to everybody, and then I'll tell you guys when you should start laying down the requests. Okay, just hold off on them for now, I guess. What's up, Pepper Juice, Charmander? Beat Mounsky, how you doing? Live stream in the daytime, you know it, bro. Should I put on the bucket hat? Where the hell is that thing? I don't know where I put it. My daughter took it. She thinks it's fun. I need to put it. I should be. Oh, hey, actually, right here. Here it is. We got it. Boom. Boom, baby. There we go. I feel better with this thing on anyways. Oh, look at that. We're selling off, guys. I'm going to take a moment on saying hi and just look at this here. It is looking like you're selling off a little bit, but that doesn't mean that it's, again, that doesn't mean that you're just going to crash all the way back down. It could. You're in kind of one of two scenarios right now. And this is where taking profits, you should consider this. One, you really could crash all the way back down here. Likely you would probably fall down to find support at your prior all-time high. So something like right around there, like literally right around there. Maybe a little bit higher than what I was drawing. And you can go below it. It's okay if you go below 00337. It's fine if you do. It's really not a problem. Go below it. You just went ballistic. You've been going ballistic. You can go below it and then come back up again. But one of two things is going to happen. Either one, you're going to sell all the way back to where this move started, and then you're basically going to continue to move up as if nothing happened. You're just going to move up like that. Treat it like a blemish, but then you're like carrying on with your overall move. Do you see what I'm talking about, right? Or two, you're not done yet. You've got more to go. I'm trying to delete this thing here. And what you're doing is just shaking out right before the finale. Little shakeout and then finish. You know what I mean? Get that bearish divergence in there. Kind of like this, I guess, if you're thinking about it. From here, from a low to a high, this was overall one move. You kind of had this slow consolidation, then you moved up. But before you had the actual high of this phase, you had a little shakeout, a little, oh, it's going to pull back, it's going to go down. You know, something like this. This is a very good actual depiction of what could be happening now. And I would anticipate that. Generally, with strong readings like this, like you expect this up and down stuff that comes all the way back like this. You expect that with something like this that rejects the overbought zone. That's when you expect stuff like that. But whenever you get these deep readings, you stand a chance of getting these bearish divergence drives. You know what I mean? Just think about it like that. It's all circumstantial. So I think that you're in a standing now where this is not the high. You do have higher to go. And if I'm right, and it's still, again, it's obviously, I hope it's clear as day. It's a great profit-taking area right now, okay? Let's be clear. I expect you to pull back to that yellow line, okay? And from here, that would imply at least a 15%, 16% drop. So you're in a perfect area to take profits, even if it does go higher. But if it goes higher, wait, right? I mean, not financial advice, not a financial advice. Do whatever you want, but I have high suspicions that you will, if you go higher, which I think you will, and then you come back down, which I think you will. You'll go to prices that are lower than here. You'll probably continue from here, I think, all the way up to 0.0574. I really do think that you will. And that's another like 40%. If not there, then a little bit higher. But at the most, up to 0.0652. Okay, that's the most that you would see. But I really do think you're going to stop somewhere in this zone. You could stop here. It's possible, but you're moving up with the purpose, man. I don't know. You're getting some strong readings. It might not be today. It could. This is something that could take place over the next week. It doesn't have to be today. Like the brunt of this move could have been done already. And now you kind of like this, right? Kind of like you move up and then the high was actually over here, but it's not like you kept growing that whole time. That might not be the best example because I would expect this to be a little bit more, but I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, I'm going to say hi to people. K Hart or KA Hart, what's up, my friend? Grayscale Trust, we can do that, yeah. Do some G scale. I'll just do BCHG and LTCN. That's kind of like a 2-for-1, right? We'll run through them quick though. Let's see. I got it on Pepper Juice. Motives, what's up? What's up, my friend? Yo, I think ZBEC will outperform, I'm assuming, XCN. It might, man. Does it have a lower market cap now than XCN? Let me refresh this. I think that's accurate, right? 300 million. So it's got like half the market cap or a little bit over half the market cap that XCN does. So yeah, it's been outperforming and it probably will continue to outperform, honestly. I mean, lower market caps tend to outperform higher market caps. Tend to, not always. XCN, you guys, don't write it. Just because it's got a $600 million or $700 million market cap, it could be at $1 billion, man. And that thing still has like humongous potential. It really, really does. And I mean, I could see that thing being worth anywhere from $40 to $80 billion in market cap valuation by the end of the cycle. Maybe ZBCN hits that too, but probably multi-billions, if not tens of billions for ZBCN. We could see this thing from here, 100x would be, is that 32 billion? 100x would be $32 billion. You could see 100x. You could see a 200x from here. Absolutely, you could. You could see a 50x from here. Maybe a 30x. I don't know. You got a lot of x's under your waist so far, man. But you're doing really well. You're doing really well. Again, just to clear things up before I keep going down the list, I don't think you're selling off right now. I think you're shaking out before going up to your final phase and then selling out. Like here, this was your move. The next phase up is going to be probably a little bit slower outside of like this. It's not going to be this speed. It's going to be more in line with like this speed. Does that make sense? And I mean, in that kind of sense, maybe you could expect this by the end of the weekend on Monday or Tuesday, maybe up at this area of 0057 to 0064. If I'm wrong, my assumption would be that I'm only wrong as far as like technicalities go. Ultimately, you're going to get up there. I don't care if it's today. I don't care if it's then. Maybe it doesn't happen exactly how I have it drawn, but it's gonna go up to this area. I'm confident in that. If I'm wrong, I mean, how would we provide that if I was wrong, I suppose? I mean, the only way to validate that I was wrong, just go down there. I guess you just have to keep going. Is there a way? Let's see. Can we do this real quick? Maybe. Let's see. Hold on. Delete this. Because that's the 1414 of that fib that we're respecting. Let's see if we respect this one at all. We're right in the money zone. Nice. Oh, man, you're right in the money zone. That's a good reason to take profits there, too, honestly. High to low, let's see. I suppose, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable admitting defeat here. Maybe if you get below 0035, but at that point it's kind of moot anyways. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I'm right. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because ZBCN, whether you're here today, whether you're here by Monday or Tuesday or however long it takes, you're going to go higher by the end of June. You've got higher aspirations. This is only just the beginning, right? You've only just broke out to new all-time highs this week. It doesn't stop here. Let's see here. Oh, Vince Caps, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. It won't let me give you a heart. Oh, it's because it's not on my account here. I need to put it. Let me give you a heart. I didn't know that I could do that with super chats. I can give people hearts. It gives me an option right there. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, let's see here. I need to go through and find out where I was on the comments because that brought me all the way down. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Grayscale's an ETF, not crypto. Well, yeah, but still, one request per person. B3 for Bone Cruise, yeah. B3, we can talk about B3. If I skipped anybody, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to skip anybody. I'm just making sure. Degen, Matthew Granger. Degen. We haven't gotten to any requests yet, okay? I'm taking some requests, but we're just marveling at this thing right now. Let's put it back on the 1 hour time frame and zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Yeah. looking crazy. You know, the kind of volatility you might expect here. Let's see if we get a good fib here, high to low, right in the money zone. Is that really? It's like the same. That's kind of cool. We would expect to find support probably soon, right here at 00375 to 0038, somewhere in that kind of area. Let's see. Man Law number 4. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I know that Meekel's been making money. You definitely been making money, man. We've been doing all right. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. You're making yourself money though. You're the one making the plays. You know, you guys hear things on YouTube, right? With me, with other YouTubers talking about various cryptos, and it's you that's making the decision, right? We all hear about it. We're all in the know with various cryptos, right? I heard about ZBCN, but I didn't buy the lows, right? I didn't buy before this fantastic break off. I didn't buy at all, right? I don't have any of this stuff, and I wish I did. But I'm just saying we all have that information. At the end of the day, you're the one making yourself money, right? No matter who you're getting the information from, you're the one that has to pull that trigger. You either do or you don't. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with celebrating with the people who did, right? Like it's good to see some life in the crypto markets. But what I was trying to say there before I got a little bit distracted with Mr. Manlaw number 4, I think this would be the area that you'd look to find support. This would be the area, yeah. 2886 down to your 1886. This would be the area that you'd find support if what I'm saying is accurate in the sense that we're going to move up from here and see one more continuation. I will say this little money zone, though, it's a little bit intimidating, I'm not going to lie. But if you can find support here and go back above the 2618, if you get above 00441, whatever, my expectations of going to about half a cent, a little bit over half a cent would be, I think, accurate if we can do that. And we're at an area in the RSI now that makes sense to bounce. We're also at an area now in the fibs that makes sense to bounce. Let me see something real quick. I got to do this on another tab because I got not sensitive information, but it's not public information, I suppose. Maybe it is sensitive information. I just want to make sure, because I gave a shout out to someone. I want to see if they read it. Nope, not yet. Okay, well that's okay. That's okay. Trying to do a live stream with a buddy, but sometimes our schedules don't match up. We'll see, guys. We'll see if you can hold this here. Hold on, let me get rid of all these little white things so that we can pay attention a little bit more. Yeah. Bitcoin here at 109K. V-Chain's up a little bit today, just a little bit. You're up like 0.1. You're basically neutral on the day here. Let's see. Cookie Dow up 5%. Probably going to consolidate a little bit. XCN coming up. We're on the come up and up here. T-Bull's looking like it wants to make a move. Syrup's up nice a little bit today. Kind of stalling at this price area. TAI, same thing. Griffin, you guys, I think Griffin's a good one to make a play on. I really do. We'll talk about that one too. I'm going to write Griffin down just because I want to talk about it. Sorry if anybody else, if I'm skipping anybody, but I get to skip people if I want to, I think. Vince Caps from Coop. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Mana update. Yeah, I got you, Fonzie. Man, Mana and Compound have both been very disappointing with how sideways they've moved, but I really am expecting big things out of them over the next 6 weeks. I think that they're gonna steal some spotlight for sure. For in their own way. They're not gonna be the top performing coins, but I think they're gonna perform above average. You already covered Dogecoin? No, Johnny. Haven't done that yet. No. Doge. I'm just BSing. We're just watching ZBCN. Sorry, ZBCN. Look at that. It's finding support right at the 1886. Boom. Perfect. The serendipity's on fleek, y'all. 2886 to 1886. We're going up. Maybe. Not. It's too early. You could keep going down. You really could. And if you were to do it, I would think it'd be like a quick flush down, right? If you were to give this all up, you would do it very quick, and then you just kind of slowly move up, something like this. It'd be very intense in the moment, but I feel like we'd know more or less if that was going to happen in like the next few hours. By the end of the day, we know that if we're not below this low by the end of the day, I'd say that you're good to move higher rather immediately. But let's see here. Dark Kernel Dow. Kernel Dow. Is it Kernel? Not Kernel, not Kernel. Snoopy Doo. Snoopy. PK McQuaid, thank you, my friend. Kidney Crusher, thank you. Attila. Kahoot. Hey, man, long-time viewer here. Finally could catch one of your streams. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you, Attila. Kirby Clips. Would you buy Cookie Dow now? And how much at? So I actually have a friend, a good crypto buddy, who I was talking to about Cookie the other day, and I was saying that I think somewhere between 20 and 25 cents is where it's going to be. And I actually made a video today talking about that too, and I'm very convinced that makes the most sense. The main reason why, and I had a little hope, I did have hope this morning, and I'm being proven wrong right now. I thought we were going to move up a little bit higher and then move down. I thought we were going to get a little fake out and then move down with Cookie, because this 1 hour, if we look at the RSI here, typically, not always, but generally, when you have a downtrend like this, you keep going until you're in the oversold zone. But here you rejected quick, you rejected quick, you rejected quick, you rejected quick. Here you flirted. It wasn't a harsh rejection, a quick rejection, so I thought you might break through, and in which case we might get some kind of a false break before going back down. We just break out and then come back into this range. But it looks like we're maintaining this range. You can see the parallel channel. I think Cookie over the weekend is going to work its way back down to probably like somewhere below 25 cents, but above 20 cents. That's my guess. As low as 18 cents, but don't hold out for that 18-cent prediction. I doubt that it hits 18 cents, but 20 to 25 cents. If I was buying Cookie, and I am looking to buy more Cookie, I'd say just below 25 cents is where I'm going to be buying. Because I definitely think it's got more upside to go. But it's going to go down first. So that Kirby clips, that's... And how much at that? I hope that answers your question. That's what I would do. That's not me telling you what to do. You do what you want to do with your own money, right? If you lose money, don't come crying to me. If you make money, I'm not going to come asking you for it, okay? So we'll agree to that, okay? Muhammad El Mensi, Floki, yeah, we can talk about Floki. Muhammad, what's up? Muhammad's a longtime viewer. Shout out to Muhammad. There's a lot of longtime viewers in here. Matt Mosher, Ricky's, who else? Ricky's isn't like long time. Man Law number 4, of course, and Coop. Honey Hassan, what's up, Honey Hassan? How you doing, brother? Speaking of longtime viewers, PK McQuaid, yep. I'm gonna keep moving now. I just want to say shout out to some. If I miss any longtime viewers, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say hi to everybody. Raj Verma, what's up? Toshi. Oh yeah, hell, I forgot to talk about Toshi today, didn't I? Toshi. I'm actually thinking about moving some money out of not Toshi, out of syrup, because of where it is. I want to talk about that later. Just a little bit, just a trading bag. Put it out of syrup, put it into Onyx Coin, see if I can play it like that. But we'll see. I'm just trying to say hi to everybody. I'm not going to read every single comment, but I'm trying to roll through them because I'm not even at the bottom. Ola SHNOK, or that's not a request. That's just the currency type. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate you. NOK. Thank you. What is NOK? I'm curious. What is NOK? Currency, I think. Yeah, Norwegian krone. Oh, okay. Hey, man, Norway is one of the top places right now that's searching up, trying to get involved in crypto. One of like the top 5 in the world. Like if you go on Google Trends, I'm pretty sure Norway's in the top 5 for trying to figure out what's up with crypto right now. So crypto's hot in Norway right now. Thank you very much, Ola SH. Thank you. I appreciate you. LCX, Jeff. Yeah, we can talk about LCX. I'm gonna probably take down like 5 more requests, okay, and then I'm gonna move through these requests. We're moving down a little bit right now. That doesn't mean that it has to, but if it is that other option, we're probably gonna see a robust move down, and it'll probably take us all the way down. Let's see. I mean, I would think just back down to 0.0327. Very, very possible. Just because it looks like this on the 4-hour, I'm not completely convinced. There's still a lot of time left in the 4-hour to close, but I mean, at this point, going below the 1886 is pretty damn incriminating. A little bit's fine, but yeah, it's looking like you might be going down, guys. So 0, if you didn't sell, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, it's probably not a good time to sell now. Probably not, just because it's going to be back up in a matter of no time at all. You're going to come back down to where it started, probably. You never know when you can get this volatility. It could come back up. That's not in the expectation that you get this volatile move that just comes back up right now. But you never know whenever that could happen. And what I would expect one way or another is that if we do come down here, we're probably just going to work our way back up in a matter of no time at all. This is the 1 hour time frame. Give it a day or 3. You're going to be up there in a matter of no time. Just a little bit of exciting volatility. Who's to say that it's over? You really could pull back, and that's why, again, it's not the right time to sell now. If you were going to sell, if you were going to take profits, good job. You did it at the right places in the fibs. You did it. This is more of an area to buy than it would be to sell. So please don't get shaken out, anybody that's watching this. That's the only reason I'm spending so much time on this, because it is still very possible to go up and see more continuation, as I was saying. This could just be more of an intense drop. This fib might not be as significant as I was thinking it would be. I don't know. It's not the biggest fib in itself, but I'm not trying to make excuses. What I'm trying to do is prevent people from making the wrong decision. Please don't panic sell. Don't you dare. Especially, and if you bought up here, it's okay to buy the high. It's not okay to buy the high and sell the low. Just wait. It's going to come back. You'll be fine. It's going to come back. It just might not be today, okay? Looking at this fib, I mean, by this standard, yeah, we probably do go all the way back to the 886 down here. Probably all the way down to 0032, 00307, something down there. Just above, just below, something in that area there. I'm going to say hi to some people. I'm going to write down 5 more requests. I don't know where it is. I don't know. It might be in her room or it might be in our room. I don't know. But let's see. Let's see. Hey, I'm making videos. Yeah, you look beautiful. I love you. Okay, sorry, that was my family. Let's see. ZBCN. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Looking like it could move down, but if not, again, just standard volatility. I'm getting hung up on this. I'm going to say hi to people. Write down 5 more requests, and then we're going to be moving on to the requests. Okay, I'll be doing that. Let's see. What about XCN? Leor Barres. We could talk about that. Love you too, honey. Appreciate you, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Oh my goodness, I fucking love Honey Hassan. If you don't love Honey Hassan, you're not my friend. Oh no, I'm just kidding. If you just because you and Honey got beef doesn't mean we have to have beef. It's not like that. Let me see XCN. But genuinely, Honey's the man. And C-Car guy, if you're in here, shout out to C-Car guy. Kernel, Ivan, is it Kernel? I wrote Kernal or Kernal. It's pronounced Kernal. Snoopy's wife loves tacos. That's what Ricky said. How do you know that, Ricky? Ripple working Zebek. Are they working Zebek? I don't know anything about that. RWA. Is that a Amon? Ama 3on. Is that the ticker? RWA? I'm just going to write them down. I'm going to write both of them down. RWA ALLO. Can I see $1? Maybe. No one likes him. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Let's see. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. XRP, we can talk about XRP. That'll probably be the last one, okay? XRP, then we'll move through these requests. We'll keep checking in on ZBCN here. We'll see if it makes any progress. At the moment, if I really had to guess, just looking at where you started, I would expect that you go down to here. Let's look back here real quick, actually. Hold on. What is that price? That's it. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because that's where your 1886 200 area is here, and that's probably where you hold. And we were basing it off of this lesser fib here before. This is a greater fib, so the lesser fib, you're below this 1886 already, so you probably go down right back to where you started, and to the greater fib in accordance to this, it would make sense. Same kind of idea. You're in the money zone, right? Money zone. 2886, go down to the 1886, but you broke through it on the smaller one, so the bigger one, the 1886, still stands to hold support. It makes sense that you would go back to where the move started, where this kind of crazy move started, and then just continue on your merry way. Act like it never happened, right? It's like this is your path higher. You had a crazy move up here, you came back down, but you acted like nothing happened. You just moved on your merry way. ZBCN. Let's continue. I'm going to talk about Griffin first. Actually, no, we'll talk about this whenever it comes time. If you guys stick around, we can talk about it. I think Griffin's a good investment. Not a financial advice, not a financial advisor. Any of these could be. I don't know much about any of these coins that we're going to be talking about. I know about some of them, but I leave it to you guys to do your own research. Study the fundamentals. Make sure you're buying something that's not a scam, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I don't get paid to talk about any of these coins. I don't own any of these coins. Well, I might own some of them. But that I don't have any affiliation with them other than that, right? Let's see here. I just want to make sure, reading all the comments. I'm just going to come all the way down to the bottom. Unleavened Baptist. Dent. You want Dentacoin, bro? We'll write Dentacoin for you. I'm going to stop taking requests, guys. So if you've written any requests down, just hold off on those. Okay, just hold off on them. We'll see if we can take more requests after this is all done. But I've got about an hour and 20 minutes to work with here or less. So I'm going to try to move through these as fast as I can, okay? Yes, I'm getting all the requests now. Can I ask about Cubic? Anyone knows about Cubic? Anybody want to answer in there? I don't know anything about Cubic. Echelon Prime, never heard about that one either. Giga for Raj Verma. Raj, you already got a request. Quit playing, bro. EWT. Let's see here. $1.68 right now. Energy Web token for Plato's bro. Massive, bro. Good job. Hell yeah. Look at you go. Nice. You were asking about this one. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. 3x. Nice. Yeah. So it's hard to say, right? It's pretty hard to say because you've been in such a your bear market never ended. Who's to say that it ended here? This could just be a relief rally. You're right at the same areas that you found resistance before. Crypto's getting a little life in it, but there's no real signs of like pure exhaustion. You know what? Let's throw some more indicators on this one. This one deserves an honest shake. Let's get it on there, okay? Not all of them are going to get this treatment. No offense to you guys, but it's just the ones that deserve it will get it. And it's not that this one deserves it more than your coin. It's not like that. It's just you can tell, or at least I can tell. We need to look at this a little bit further here. Okay, so you've got some severe divergence going on in a bullish effect on your weekly time frame, looking to cross up here. You crossed up. I want to get rid of the LRO. I don't need it. I don't need it for the long-term stuff. Stochastics are up here. So you're hot on a lot of indicators, and your weekly MACD is not doing good enough. I'm not convinced that you're ready to break out. This could be a point of resistance. I'm not convinced that that's what's it either, but I'm just saying the monthly stuff isn't convincing either. I'm not compelled enough, although the stochastics look a little bit compelling, and the MACD might be with this weight, but it depends. 7 days, 6 hours left. Let's see how you close. If you come down, that could change things. Let's look at the daily real quick. I think you're going to come down. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do think you're going to come down. Is this another lower high? That's the question. That really is the question. And I don't know. Here's what I do know is if you're going to break out, what you're not going to do is this. If you're going to break out of here, you're not going to do this. If you're going to break out, you're going to move sideways like this. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think it's a good area to take profits. The daily looks like it wants to move down, okay? Daily looks like it wants to move down on the RSI and the stochastics. Even the MACD, probably showing, yeah, you got bearish divergence on all three of these damn indicators, so you're probably going to move down. And then if in like 3 weeks from now, you're still in this area, you're just doing this, like kind of consolidating, then maybe get back in. You know, put it in something else. I don't know. Try to buy the lows, but it very well could just be going down to lower lows. This might just be a relief rally in the midst of the chaos. I don't know. But it looks good. I just don't feel confident enough to call for any higher prices. Prove to me that you're doing that first. Break out of this trend, and then we'll talk. Give me some stronger readings. Better yet, prove me wrong and just move up right now, and then we can talk about. And in that sense, if you are to move up right now from an all-time high, if I can get it to an all-time high to an all-time low here, all-time high to all-time low. Come on. If you're going to prove me wrong, move up to $3. You're at $1.68. Move up to $3, and I'm wrong. And then you got a lot of retracing to do. You're going to go up a lot higher, man, right? By the end of June, you could be at $9 or $12, maybe. But you got to break out of this first, right? I'm not convinced. I'm definitely not convinced. Let's see here. I missed a couple of comments. Where? Whoa, my goodness. There's so many. Holy shit, man. 420-ish. Where are you? Can you squeeze Layer AI, please? Yeah, we can do that. 420-ish. I got you. Yeah. Layer AI. 420 is the name. I don't know why I said 420-ish. It's 420 is the name. Layer AI. Layer AI. Layer AI. CM. Some dollars to start. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, CM. Thank you very much. I'll put that in the ZBCN bag, okay? I'll do it. On a pullback, though. Look at this. We're getting a little bit of fluctuations here, a little bit of volatility. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, it is. So it was just a little bit more volatile. A little bit more volatile than I would have expected, but that's fine. Let's see how this 1 hour closes. If it does, you probably do then move up to this area. And this is why, again, this is why it's not a good time to sell. I was convinced we were going lower, but again, advocating do not sell. Definitely not a good time to sell. I'll be buying some ZBCN CM. I'll be buying some at what price? Let's see. What price are we buying here? Oh, yes. I remember. I'll be buying right here. Me, knowing me, I'll probably buy right above that line. So 0034. That's me. I'll be there. If you see a buy order of $50 in right there, you know who it is. Or actually, it'd be what? It'd be whatever, 30% less because YouTube takes 30%. But that's what they do, man. That's okay. Thank you, YouTube, for the platform, and thank you for sucking me dry. Nobody does it like you do. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. What else we got? I got LCX on the list, Manny. Don't worry. King Will, what's up? Auction. Auction is a good one. Yeah, we talk about auction. We're waiting for it to perform, waiting to see if it can move again, if there's any life in there. It was on a little roid rage incident there. And now it's chilling. It's taking a nap, power nap. Unleavened Baptist. I got Dent. I told you. I wrote it down. I even said hi. Shout out to the Unleavened Baptist. I hope you heard me. I got it. I got it on there. I promise. It's already on there. YouTube rugs worse than XCN. Yeah. XCN doesn't really... If that's a bad rug, though, to you, if XCN's a bad rug to you, I mean, I just got to be honest, though. That's pretty soft, guys, because this is not a rug, right? This maybe. Okay, this, yes. But like this slow consolidation, it's not a rug. This is not a rug. It's not fun being in it, but it's not a rug. A rug is, it's this, but to the downside. You know, that's a rug. I've seen a couple of rugs recently. Let's go on to Swiftcoin here. We're not moving through this list too fast, are we, my friends? Swiftcoin here. And again, if there are any requests that I don't get to, I'll make a live stream leftovers video for you guys, okay? Thank you, Von Savathi. Voyon, I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that name? How to pronounce Voyon? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna play it right now. We're all gonna learn, okay? I don't know why it's throwing out the Kim in there.
Von Kim.
Vaughn.
Von Kim.
Oh, see, now if I'm just illiterate, then don't blame me. I just don't know. But shout out to Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. Let's see. Loan protocol for Ishrar. I got to stop metal. I got to stop taking these things, man. We're never going to get through this. Loan protocol. I'm going to stop taking them now, okay? So for everybody that just wrote more requests, because I wrote those 2 requests down, I'm sorry. We'll get them down. Okay, all right. Well, one more. I'm not going to say what it is, though, but I got a favorite that had a request, so I'm gonna do that. They'll feel special once I do it. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to move on. Swiftcoin here. Swiftcoin's chilling. Much like Onyx Coin, you know, you've been in this consolidation phase. What Swiftcoin and Onyx Coin have in common is this large kind of consolidation phase after this nice pump recovery from this long downtrend here. It's much like a bull flag, right? But really you're just in this kind of stair-stepping formation. You're going to move up. You're going to stair-step again. You're going to continue to move up, right? That's just how this kind of stuff happens. I would expect, looking where you are now, Swiftcoin, you're going to move up, you know, from where you are here, from your all-time high to your low retracement. I would expect that you move up to your 786, 886 area sometime either by the end of this month or like in the first couple of weeks of June, very, very soon. I'm surprised that we haven't made any headway yet, but crypto kind of stalled over this last week where I thought that we'd see some more headway. Bitcoin made some new headway, but crypto hasn't caught up yet. So maybe this is the week. This end of month week will be a nice rally. And if not, certainly going into June, I expect some stuff. So you're going to be above 3 cents. You're probably going to even, I wouldn't be surprised if you're even above 4 cents by the end of the month, if not sometime early June. We're looking at prices at a minimum at 14.5 cents by the end of June, to 23 to 29 cents by the end of June, if not early July. Something between 14.5 to 30 cents is what I'm expecting. I'm personally looking for something in here, and it really wouldn't surprise me if Swiftcoin got away and actually saw more growth than that even, but we'll see. It's still a low market cap coin, so you got a lot of potential here. But a 20x, I mean, from the current price, that's already crazy stuff. So I think 20x, 16x sounds about right for me. Let's move on there to BSL. BSL here. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Who said what's up, my man? What's up, Hash Crew? How you doing? Let's see here. Good. Okay. Take me back to Swift 002 cents. Yeah, man. Take me back to Onyx Coin 002 cents, man. I didn't take advantage of that. I actually sold some, not down there, but way too early. Way too early in the pump. But just some. Not a lot, you know, just a little. I mean, obviously not a lot. It's my main bag at this point, but what are we talking about? Not BTC. We're talking about BSL. What am I doing? BSL. BSL. Is it a stock? Is BSL a stock? It must be a stock. Blackstone Senior Floating. I'm going to assume it's a stock. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And if you guys do request stocks, just let me know because I'm gonna assume it's a crypto. Okay, but we're doing some BSL right here. Whatever the hell this is. What are the dividends like? They're not the best, but they are frequent at least. So that's nice. It's the thought that counts. Blackstone, thank you. Looks like you're going down forever. We'll see you down at prices that are at like $12 to $10 and inevitably lower than that. You're going down. I can just tell. Yeah, MACD sucks. Stochastic sucks. Weekly RSI is right at a point of resistance. You're going down. You're absolutely going to go below this low here. Let's see. Low to high. Something like that. Yeah, you're probably going to go to 1314 to 1296, somewhere in that range, and inevitably, ultimately lower. Yeah, ultimately, this thing's going down. Oh, it's a crypto. It's a crypto. It's a crypto. It's a crypto. Bank Social. All right, I got you, bro. I got you. Let's see. Dex screener. Well, for anybody holding that stock, just so you know, your life savings is at serious risk unless you're shorting it, okay? These dividends are not making up for the shit-tastic adventure that you're on right now. Let's see here. Hold on. S. Thank you. You know what? I should have thought about that. There's a lot of cryptos that are on dexes, not stocks. If it is a dex coin, let me know too. Just because if it's not on a regular exchange, I might assume it's a stock, just like that. So, BSL, 24-hour volume. That seems about right out of all of these. Bank Social. Pretty low market cap, so stay away, guys. Right? Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Looks like a honeypot. Stay away from this one. Probably don't touch it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Here's what I would do with something like this. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. Oh, maybe it's not a honeypot. Oh, I was judging you too soon. I don't know, man. Whoa. What's going on here? Okay, so what I would do personally, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, what I would do personally is I would buy like $1 of it and then sell $1 of it. If you can buy and sell $1 or $5, whatever the minimum is with the fees, and it works, then have at it, maybe. But you're up 665%. That's crazy, bro. And you're a DEX coin. What is this thing? BSL. I spoke too soon, too harshly. $14 million market cap, 184K. That's decent. Decent volume for the market cap. Pretty low market cap too, man. I don't know anything about this coin. You guys do your own research. It certainly looks like you're at a point of resistance now, but with that low of a market cap, this thing could defy gravity if it wanted to. I mean, it doesn't take much money to make this thing float, right? You're up 41%. And in the last 24 hours, you saw 184K. All it takes is someone with some deep pockets and they can move this thing up some more. You know what I mean? Like it does not have to stop here. So TA is not really going to help me on this one. What I will say is there seems to be some interest in this. You're at a high point. I wouldn't want to buy here at all. I'd want to wait for some serious kind of correction and buy at prior areas of price significance, something like this. Get a nice discount. If not, this is one of those that you just watch go and you're amazed at how freaking high it goes in such a short amount of time. This is amazing. Why didn't we talk about this one sooner, S? We should have talked about it back in May 6th, man. Man, that's crazy stuff. Crypto, man, it happens. Low market cap coins, it happens. And I don't know anything about this, but it might deserve some further research. So I'm actually gonna take a personal interest in this one. We'll see. We'll see. And again, it could be a scam. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a scam, and I'll figure that out, and then I'll make a video where I'm just like, yep, it's a scam. But we'll see. Yeah, you've been asking. Okay, well, I just answered there. Then I hope you could keep moving. You really could. I mean, at this rate, who am I to say that you're gonna stop? But let's put on a couple indicators here real quick, or just one indicator. Let's give it the relative strength index. I mean, you're just super hot on the RSI. Nothing about that's bad. The 4-hour makes me think that you're going to stop here pretty soon. Yeah, I would think you do, but you could keep going. I would have thought you would have stopped here, and you just kept going, so I don't know. I think this is your last leg, though. So wherever you stop here, do expect some kind of significant retracement of this overall move. Very significant retracement, okay? Let's see here. Hold on. Did somebody... Okay. Let's see. Mana. We will talk about Mana. I promise. Hash Crew. What about GRT? We can talk about GRT. Yeah. JYAI. JYAI. GRT. GRT. The graph. The graph, man. Let's see here. We're going to talk about next. We're going to talk about Voxel. VOXEL. Chris Schaefer. Eco Ninja. Oh, Economic Ninja recorded. V. Oh, recommended V. Okay. And you dabbled. Okay. Yeah, we can do some V. Yeah, Chris, you're at the bottom of the list. So just understand that that might be a live stream leftovers participant. But let's try and move through these. I bet I can move through. I bet I can get through most of this list if I just focus. So I'm going to try to focus, y'all. Dylan De Benedict's, howdy, my friend. Don't stake C-Zar. You know it, Owl. Owl of Minerva. Can you take a long look at Salaxy? They say it's going to be big. I don't know. Is Salaxy a scam? Is Salaxy a scam? Can you take a long look at Salaxy? I think it's a scam. Yeah, it's a scam. Yep, taking a long look at it. It's a scam. This is a honeypot scheme. So stay away from that. Lefo SD. Just so you know, you're very obvious. You're very, very obvious, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. Salaxy's a scam. So stay away from that. Absolutely not what you want to get into. Let's see here. Voxel. Voxel's the one. Voxel. Voxies. Is it Voxies? Let's see here. Can I zoom it in, please? I want it zoomed in, man. Like, what's the point of the automatic feature if it... Oh, it zooms me out. That's not fun. Come on now. Looking like you're building here on the weekly MACD. Stochastics look like it wants to go more. Weekly RSI, you've been in a downtrend for a while, but probably ready to break out or at least go higher. I don't think that you stop here. I would think that you recover more from a high to a low. I'm going to take this high. Okay, I'm going to take this high. High to low. With how much you moved up, I am in favor of the idea that you probably do go all the way up to about 61 cents to $1.56, somewhere in that area by the end of June. That's the expectation. Okay, somewhere in that area, most likely around $1, if I had to guess. Where's the C-Zar the Great Soul meme? Someone get to it. Yeah, man, maybe. You got to do it. Just like that. C-Zar or C-Zar, whatever. It'd have to be C-Zar, no dashes. You can't have a dash in that one. XOR Sora is your sleeper. Okay, that's good. Sora, XOR. Why do I feel like I've heard of that? Oh, wait. XOR. We've talked about that one before. It is a sleeper, isn't it? Isn't it a sleeper? It might be. I forget if it is or if it isn't. Don't take my word on that, but it might be. It might be. Let's see, because it's on a DEX. Sora. I just want to remember here. Because sometimes people recommend scams, and I want to make sure I'm not recommending a scam. You know it, King Kong. You know it. Sora token. Oh, come on. Why is Dex Screener doing that? Dex Screener likes to glitch on me on this computer specifically. Because I turn this computer down. I turn its like efficiency down so it's not as loud, so the fan runs quieter. Yeah, that is a sleeper. It's a very low cap coin. Very, very low cap coin. I don't know if it's a scam or not, but that's up for you guys to decide and do your own research, right? Let's move on here. We talked about voxels, right? Looks like it wants to move up over time. We're going to talk about ALCX, as long as I don't get distracted, right? Let's see. Gustav Modig, what did you say? What's up, Xdead? Good to see you. Yeah, that's fair, bro. Yeah, they touched us all very inappropriately too. Not good. I don't even hold any Grayscale trusts, and they touched me inappropriately. Too many videos talking about their shenanigans, and they literally undermined all their investors, man. Not cool. Not cool at all. Not a company that anybody should want to invest with, honestly. It's a nice idea, the trusts, but it's with the people behind it. That's the risk, is the human element. Bullish divergence on the MACD. Stochastics look great. Weekly RSI looks like it wants to go up. So you're definitely, I would assume you're going to see some kind of recovery. Alchemix. I remember you. Alchemix, whatever it is. Yeah. I don't like the fibs. I will say that. Let's look at this on a daily time frame. Maybe we can get a better understanding. I don't know, man. Tell you what, you need to get above this high, and you don't want to go below that low. You need to get above this high. You need to get above $12, man. Because if not, all this potential good stuff on the weekly might actually be flipping bearish pretty soon. Because this, I'll tell you what, coming up to find resistance at your 886 like this is not a good look right now. You need to get above $12.14. If not, if you start making any kind of headway to the downside, let's say from a high to a low, you go down. If you're below, what is the golden ratio down there? If you're below $8.53 at all, out. Get the hell out. I wouldn't want to be holding this thing right now. I don't like it. I really don't like it, actually. Your weekly RSI looks like you're at an area to go, but if you reject here in your daily time frame, the only reason I'm saying if you reject here, your daily time frame looks like it wants to go lower. The stochastics, the MACD, everything about this is not good looking on the short term. But then the weekly, the long-term stuff looks like it's ready to go higher. But if you get cut off right here, man, you're finding resistance right at prior support. This isn't a good look. It's like a bear flag. I don't like it. I'm going to guess you're going to new all-time lows, and Alchemix is probably dead. Crazy. It happens. No offense. No offense to whoever asked that one. I could be wrong, man. I could really be wrong. Don't hold me to it, you know? Don't hate me. Sui committed suicide. I'm still holding my bags. Yeah, you guys, Sui, no offense to Sui, but I've been saying this for a little while now. I don't believe Sui is where it's at, man. I think Sui is a great coin. It's a great project. It's new though, right? They got hacked the other day, $200 million. This is what I mean. If you're in the institutional cycle, where you've got institutional investors and entities at that kind of level who are investing in the markets, do you think that they're going to invest in a brand new project that hasn't proven itself, that gets hacked for $200 million right in the peak of the bull market? Like, what's to say they don't get hacked later with their funds, with this institutional money? If there's institutional, and there probably is institutional money involved, and high value entities involved, but that's not a good look, right? If there's coins that have existed since 2013 or 2014 and they've been hacked before, but it's been a long time since they've been hacked, okay, they've learned their lesson. They've been seasoned. They're prepared. Sui, beyond just the hack, it's not at a market cap that's desirable to me. It's in its first bull market. There's no such thing as a crypto other than XRP and Ethereum. There's no crypto in history that has gone above $100 billion in market cap valuation in its first bull market. No offense to Sui, but we're oversaturated. I don't care how important Sui is. We're oversaturated. Even in the Sui ecosystem, there's coins that can take away, and maybe not. I mean, obviously, if you buy in the Sui ecosystem, you're going to be buying Sui tokens as well. But there's just so many ecosystems, so many coins saturating the markets on Solana, on Tron, on Sonic, on, you know, with Bitcoin, Ethereum. I guess not on Bitcoin, but I'm stumbling on my words here. But you get what I'm saying. There's a bunch of different networks that are oversaturated. Sui is highly anticipated to do well, but it's at $12.1 billion in market cap. It likely won't see $100 billion or more. You don't even have 10x potential. The standard of this cycle for the average crypto is going to be like 20 to 30x. If you can't even do a 10x, what the hell are we doing investing in you? Invest in the coins that are involved in the network that are low market cap coins. Those will do well probably. Deep, you know, might do well. But Sui, I think Sui does well. I think if you're invested in it, you're going to make money. I just think you're going to watch other people pass you by as they're having a better time making more money. That's all I think. That's all it's not that complicated. It's that simple, actually. It's exactly that simple. Element CVX, thank you. Appreciate you. Be the way, is WLF legit? World Liberty Financial? Yeah, it is legit. As far as I know, it is, yeah. I don't know if it's a good investment, but it is legit. It's not a scam. Yeah, Element CXP. I can write WLF on there too. And I don't know if that's the crypto or the stock or what. Let's see. K-Dog, check out Jerry the Turtle, JYAI. Oh, yeah. I have. We've checked that one out before, but I've got it on the list. I do have it on the list. Okay, K-Dog. Okay, Dog. Let's see. I don't know if it's a scam, Icy High. I don't know if Sui's a scam, guys, but I don't like it. I personally don't like it. BCHG, down here, expecting it to recover at some point. How high is it going to recover? I don't know. But you've had your 1, 2, 3 correction. I think it's obvious. 1, 2, 3. You've had it. It's done. Things can't get worse, and Bitcoin Cash is only about to erupt. So my assumption is, from a high to a low, what you probably see is some kind of standard retracement. I would think that by the end of June, you would be... I would think if Bitcoin Cash moves up what I'm expecting the average coin to do, then BCHG would have to at least be at like $18 by the end of June. If not, even potentially all the way up at $45. Like I would genuinely be surprised if by the end of June, early July, you were not above this high. Because being linked to Bitcoin Cash the way you are, this should do really well. You should be in good shape to move up higher, but time will tell. Looking at the daily time frame here, you kind of have some inverse head and shoulders pattern here, kind of. It might be an inverse head and shoulders, but on a weekly time frame, it does look kind of like an inverted roof. I don't know why I can't talk. I'm gonna try to talk more. I want some water is what it is. Inverted roof pattern. I don't know, but it does look like it's at its end. I don't think that's gonna go lower. If we look at the low to high here, let's just see low. If I can get the low to high right here. Right at the 0.5. A lot of cryptos have been doing that recently. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I would think you're at higher prices than $23 by the end of June for BCHG, LTCN. But yeah, screw Grayscale, man. Same thing here, high to low. I'm expecting big things out of Litecoin. I think that it too will move like at least 200 to 300%. So if Litecoin does that, LTCN would probably do at least double that, right? So we're looking at 400 to 600%. At a minimum, I would expect that you're about like $40, if not potentially something that's around this high or above this high. And if Litecoin does what I think it's going to do, I don't have any reason to doubt that you'd be above this high by the end of June, but it's just hard to be bullish on this stuff whenever you've just been moving down for so long, for so very long. Even whenever the coins that you're stapled to are not or backed by, I should say, are not moving down this low, you still are. But the reason why is because of all these private placement sales. I'm aware of what's going on with Grayscale. It's very possible Litecoin LTCN Trust could be at $101 by the end of June. But right now I'd focus at something that's closer maybe to about $40 to $60. But let's see, maybe go up to $101. Inevitably, I think you will see higher prices by the end of the cycle, but that's just the short-term stuff. Let's talk about B3 now. We got B3, Degen, Griffin. Once we hit Griffin, I'm going to take a little break and BS with you guys a little bit here. And just see, let's see. Wow Nero is a hidden gem. Yeah, Joel. I like Wow Nero. Wow Nero is actually a good one, honestly, yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked in on it in a long time. So definitely like do your own research. If something happened to it, maybe it's a scam now. But as far as I know, it is. I would say it is a hidden gem. Yeah. What up, Nuclear? How you doing, bro? Last bull run, Litecoin was the last coin to pump. Was that true? I feel like last bull run before the COVID crash, it was one of the first coins to pump. I feel like. Dogecoin's on the list. Yeah. HBAR. I got HBAR on the list. Daniel. Brother C, my exit price for Cookie is $7. When do you think we will be in that range? Ooh. That's a good question, man. That is a good question. The thing is, and the reason why I'm having a hard time answering that right now, and the reason why I'm bringing up the chart is because we could be there by the end of June, man. It really could be there by the end of June. It might be later, and I would expect it to be later, but it could be who knows? We could see some crazy shit happen, man. This is crypto. You don't think from a low to a high that you could pull a 100x move in 2 months' time, 3 months' time? You can. You absolutely can. It happens in crypto. And Cookie's getting hot, man. Cookie's getting hot, and I think it's being realized for what it's worth. You don't know, man, and I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would think that we're not above $4 by the end of June. I would think that we're probably somewhere around $2.50 by the end of June, but you never know. And then July, August, we're probably going into July, we'll be consolidating, moving up into the end of July, maybe the beginning of August, we'll be moving up. I would think $7, $10, somewhere around August, September, probably. August, September, that'd be my guess, yeah. $7, man, don't sell yourself short. At least $7.56. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Sell wherever you want, man. If $7 is your number, do it. If you got life-changing money on the table, take it off the table, change your life, go for it. But $7.56, I think, sounds a little bit better than even $7.57. Better than $7. I don't know. It's not that big of a difference, but let's just see. From $7, that's not even a 10% difference, but still. From here, how about this? How about we'll do it from here because it's a bigger difference from here. From here to $7, that is a 23x, 23.3x to $7.57. It's a 24.9x. So it's a little bit more, just a little bit, one more X for you there. But I think it goes higher than that even. I would think by the end of the cycle we're worth tens of dollars, but don't let me deter you from taking profits, man. We'll probably be back below $7 in the bear market, wherever that is. But yeah, man, Cookie has a lot of potential, you guys. I mean, this thing, even at 30 cents, could be worth $100 by the end of this year. It could be worth $100 by the end of this year. Absolutely it could. I'm expecting it to be worth probably somewhere around like $20 to $50, somewhere in that area. That's what I'm expecting it to be worth by the end of the year. But it doesn't have to. It could stop lower. Certainly it's going to outperform the rest of the market, so you probably don't stop here by the end of the cycle. I would at least think that you stop at $20, but we'll see. Let's get back on track here, okay? I want to make sure. Let's see. Phoenix. Love you too, Viking Boat. Phoenix, how do I pronounce it? FPHNIX. All right, let's see here. JYAI is sending. Man, you keep saying that. If it's not sending, I'm not going to talk about it. That's the deal here. JYAI, Jerry the Turtle. All right. Okay, it's sending. It is sending. To be fair, it is sending. We're going to go back to ZBCN, though, because ZBCN is also sending. And this is that ZBCN has the title, right? Jerry's just a Jerry, right? It's just a meme coin. It's probably going to come back down as soon as it goes up, right? That's you can see you did that same stuff before. But we'll get to it. It's on the list. We'll get to it. It's toward the bottom. But let's keep moving here. B3 here, base. Again, we got B3, Degen, Griffin, Mana, Doge. I'll probably BS a little bit after Griffin. Looking at this here. Looking at B3 on Coinbase. Recovered a little bit, right? Dilly-dallying. You've done what a lot of cryptos have done, which is they've broken out of their downtrends from December, January times, right? They broke out of their downtrends. You didn't exist back then. You came out in February, but broke out of their downtrends, moved sideways a little bit. Now you're just waiting on that eruptive move, which you're going to have. This looks like a diamond top. This is actually a perfect diamond top, and you've broken out to the downside. Wonderful. Okay, cool. This is a perfect diamond top. So diamond top pattern looks like this, right? It's perfect. It's literally, this is the best looking diamond top I've seen in months, probably. It's perfect. You're breaking out to the downside. Typically with diamond tops, you will break out one way and then rip the other direction. Okay, it's like 50-50. It doesn't always happen, but breaking out to the downside and anticipating higher prices, that's actually a good thing because these are notorious for doing that. I wouldn't be surprised with a high velocity any day now that you'll be above this high, let alone above where your breakout point is. So you're on your way higher. I very much feel confident about that. Daily stochastics looks like they're pointed up a little bit. MACD, okay, hold on now. MACD is pointed down. Oh, but you're about to find support on the zero line here with your oscillators. You're about to find support. So yeah, you're at a low point. Definitely at a low point. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I think you're going to be moving up. I don't think you're moving any lower. If you move lower, it's going to be barely. Let's see here. Hold on. Low to high. I don't know, man. Today, 4 hours, 46 minutes left. If you can close above that 382, that's the low. If you can close above 004888, if you can close above there by the end of today, that's the low. You found the low. If not, you can go a little bit lower, but it's fine if you do. You could even go down to your golden ratio. It's fine if you do. The farther you go back, the further you're going to snap up. It's going to be eruptive whenever you do move up. And at the end of the day, when you move higher, and you are going to move higher, the expectation is to see new all-time highs by the end of June. And I'm going from a high to a low basis here, precise high. I'm thinking you'll be at like 3.2 cents to 6 cents, if not higher. From here, yeah, something like a 6x to a 12x sounds about right. If not more, we don't know with B3. It could do well. The gaming section of crypto could take off. You never know. Julio Pina, another longtime viewer. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Can you do WorldCoin? Yeah, absolutely. Some big stuff going on with WorldCoin, huh? And Sam Altman. I don't like Sam Altman's face. I don't like the way he talks. I don't even know. There's just something I don't like about him. He might be a good guy. I don't know. You know, everybody hates famous people, and they have their reasons for it, maybe. But I don't know the guy personally. But I don't like his face. Yeah, something about your face, man. I don't like your face. Let's see. Toshi, the face of base. Speaking of faces, do Monero. Planto. Monero. I might have to give Monero its own video. So I love Monero, man. I really do. Somebody asked, on X.com, it was CryptoLark asked, what is the most undervalued crypto in the space right now? And that's different, right? Asking what's undervalued is different than asking what's going to pop off the most right now. What's going to pop off the most right now? I don't know. I'm thinking TAI, Griffin, Siren, KTA, Syrup, Turbo, Deep, Virtuals, Cookie DAO, ZBCN, XCN, all kinds of stuff, right? There's tons that are going to pop off hard. But what is undervalued the most right now, I really do think Monero is one of those undervalued coins, man, especially for the long term, I think it's really going to do well. Bitcoin Cash, I think, is undervalued too. And that seems like a cult mentality thing. If you like Bitcoin Cash or don't like Bitcoin Cash, you know what I mean, right? But it's not. It's just like purely fundamental physics, man. Literally physics of money and crypto. It's I think Bitcoin Cash and Monero are undervalued, and I also think that obviously Bitcoin's undervalued. What's another one that's undervalued? Tron, TRX, guys. I've been doing some more research with Tron, and dude, I think people just don't like Justin Sun because honestly, Tron's way better than Sui. I think it's better than Sui, man. And people are talking about Sui taking over Solana. Tron, you should be worried about Tron flipping Solana. That's what you should be worried. I think, like, genuinely, I don't know why we don't use Tron more. But let's see. Yeah, Lefo SD. Man. Okay, so I don't know if you're a scammer. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, and I'm not trying to talk smack if you're not. Okay, but I think this is a scam. And I'm sorry, and I appreciate the contribution. I know you can take that away anyways, and that's what scammers do. They'll put in the contribution and take it out once they're found out. I don't know, and I appreciate you, but if you are a scammer, get fucked. And if you're not a scammer, understand what I'm about to say is coming from the bottom of my heart. I have a bunch of people I have to protect, okay? I have a bunch of people who watch this channel who, if I give a go-ahead to something, they just might put $100 in there, which might not be a whole lot of money, but maybe it is. Maybe they're counting on that $100 to turn into something that can help them out, pay off some bills or something, and they don't really have that money to lose. Maybe it's more money than that. Maybe they're risky, and they're looking for something like this. I bet if we look at Salaxy, I bet it's a scam. I bet $100 freaking it's a scam. Why? Because there's already another one that's named a scam. We're going to do it right now, just real quick. Let's see. And maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize. But understand, again, that comes from the wanting to protect these people, right? Like I don't know who's watching this, who's hearing whatever, and might get scammed. Yeah, this is a scam, guys. This is 100% a scam. There's no doubt in my head. I'm not touching any of this because I'm not trying to get fished on. Nobody should. And with this computer anyways, I don't actually do any crypto trading. So if I ever do phishing scams or have any phishing scams, if someone like Lefo SD is scamming me, I don't really have any risks here. Like I could just throw this computer away if it gets freaking hacked, you know. P Daddy, bro, you just made me rich. I hope so. But yeah, this is a scam. So Lefo, if you're a scammer, again, shove it up your ass. And if you're not, I'm sorry. I'm not. It's nothing against you. You might have been scammed, my friend. That's all I'm trying to say. You very well could have been scammed. But this is a scam. You know how it's a scam? It says 22 days, 18 hours left. I mean, first off, that's a long time. So it's going to be a long time to wait. But I would bet in 22 hours or 22 days. I bet on the 23rd day this clock restarts. Or within the next 22 days, this website gets shut down. It's a scam. Nope. Solana layer 2, who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares anyways. Stay away from it. And if my YouTube account gets hacked, because I guess YouTube's on here, so if my YouTube account gets hacked, just understand if something seems weird about me on my next few YouTube videos, then or on my X account, then understand it's not me. I will never ever ask anybody for money. I'll never ask you for money. I will never want your money. I'm taking a moment here, okay? I need to make a point because seriously, if I clicked on something and I get ripped off here, I'll get back into my shit. I'm very well protected, but I'll get back into my shit. But if something goes wrong and somebody has access to my stuff, understand I never offer courses. I don't offer products. I'm not selling you guys anything. There's no links to click on anything, to sign up for anything, to get anything from me. I don't want anything from you. You don't get anything from me other than what I give you here with my mouth, okay? Scammers can't replicate that. I got a hell of a mouth, you guys, and they can't copy that. I don't care what AI they use. They're not going to be able to copy that. There'll be something different with it. And if I'm ever hacked, you'll know I'm hacked because I'm asking you guys for money or offering you some kind of product. I will probably offer some kind of product in the future, but it will be clearly not a scam, and it will be something that is actually worth your money. And it won't be something that I advertise like a madman. It's like it's there if you check it out. If you want it, maybe merchandise, maybe something else. I'm not saying that I will or that I won't do this stuff. I'm saying right now, as of now, none of that is happening. So I've got nothing to offer you guys. Nothing that I could offer you other than what I say is valuable, and what I say is all speculative in the beginning. Anyways, it might be valuable, it might not be, but it's free. It's not something that costs you anything but your time. Let's get back to work. Okay, let's get back to work. Let's do this. Salaxy's a scam. And whatever that guy's name is, again, he might be a scammer too. I don't know. But if you're not a scammer, Lefo, it's no offense to you, bro. I'm just trying to protect people. It really is no offense to you. But if you are a scammer, nice try. Not really a nice try. Yeah, bucket hat merch, Beat Monsky. We're going to make some dope ass bucket hats, man. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. And I do. I really take that to heart, you know. And I don't mean to shame anybody who sponsors or does anything. Like, that's fine. But like if I'm going to sponsor some kind of something, or I'm going to offer a product, I have to know that it's in your guys' best interests, right? I really do have a problem, and I don't have a problem with YouTubers. I don't know a lot of these people. I don't care what they do. You know, I like Ivan on Tech, and he advertises different exchanges where you can leverage away your life savings in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? And that's not cool. I just don't like the attitude of the space where it's just so careless with the viewership. Like, there's a lot of impressionable people out there, and I don't want to promote a product that I'm not confident in is safe for my viewers, or that could hurt my viewers in any kind of way, financially, emotionally, or whatever, man. I don't want that. So that's why it's really hard. It's not something that I do, offering or sponsoring or advertising or any kind of stuff like that. Because if I can see it as a way of losing my viewers money, nope. Not worth it. We're going to make money without you. We don't need it. We're going to make money without you. It's fine, man. Is Pepe Unchained a scam? It might be. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I need to get moving through this stuff, man. If I'll tell you what, guys, not all of these. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not. I'm grounded. I'm not vacationing anywhere for quite some time. We're grounded right now. We're grounded. Not in a punishment way, just in a, we're not traveling right now. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. But I wish I wish I was THA gambling. The way that you can check if coins are scams is, and not all of them, but all the scams, not all these coins are scams, but all scams are these coins. Does that make sense? Coins that are like what you saw with Salaxy, where it's a pre-sale. Stay away from pre-sales. You can just get in on a coin that's already listed on a DEX. Stay away from pre-sales. Who cares? At least with the DEX coin, if it gets rugged, you never know if the community gets behind it. It could come back and pump. But if you're doing a pre-sale, there's no guarantee. 90% of the time, those pre-sales are scams. Probably even higher than that. So stay away from scams. Raj, no spamming. Yes, Manlaw, thank you. No spamming. I'm going to take Toshi off the list if you spam it one more time, Raj. You chill, Verma. I appreciate you, though, bro. I admire the tenacity. But yes, in fact, the more you spam, the more likely I am going to probably not talk about it. But I will talk about Toshi, okay? I will. I used to spam people, too, so I get it, okay? Alien Base. I like Alien Base one way KR. I do like Alien Base. Is that ARB? ALB? Is it ARB? What is Alien Base? ALB? ALB. That's right, ALB. We'll talk about Alien Base, but probably not in this video. It'll probably be in the live stream leftovers. I want to say, too, before we get carried on here, I am going to do a live stream leftovers video where I talk about all the coins that are on the list, which is a lot right now that we haven't talked about here. So, and then I'll leave timestamps if I remember. I didn't remember the last time. The Love of Wisdom. Can you please take a quick look at LAES stock TA? My brother bought a lot a while back and missed the train to sell it at the top. Is this a bull flag right now? Is it about to break out? LAES. Thank you for saying it's a stock. LAES. Stock. We can look at it real quick, but I'm going to give it a real quick look. I'm writing it at the end of the list here. I don't want to skip people because that's just not fair to people. It looks like it broke out of a bull flag. I don't know enough about it. Don't get your feelings hurt if it's not moving up higher right now. You could still be consolidating, but you're at a good area to find support. I think you look good. You're at a good area to find support. You do look like you want to move up. Yes, it looks good. It looks good to me. I think you want to go above this high. Weekly time frame is probably going to take some time, but I think you want to go above that high. That's my opinion. DGen is the next one. DGen is the next one here. And again, I didn't want to spend too much time on that because I'm kind of cheating people, and I don't normally do that. But you made it out to be a personal story, so now people know my weakness. Better than Ezra, same here. What did Better Than Ezra say? Beat Mounsky. This is my daily Sato shill. Have a nice day. Sato, is that a crypto? Beat Mounsky? We'll talk about Sato. Sato. I think it's a meme coin, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure. Why is XCN my biggest bag? It's the tech, yeah. The tech, the fundamentals. I like the idea. Maybe not so much the tech. I don't know so much about the tech, but it's just what's, I guess, behind the tech, or what the tech is behind, I guess. I don't know. I like the protocol itself. I like how they go about their decentralized financial capabilities and everything like that. It's a little bit different than how, I like Compound. I was invested in Compound for my like DeFi bag. That was like my biggest DeFi bag. But then Onyx Coin, when I read about it, it just seems better. It literally seems better. More variety. It's less seclusive. More inclusive whenever it comes to what kind of variety of coins you can stake and what you can put up as collateral, right? I just think DeFi is interesting in itself. So I like DeFi, and then Onyx Coin seemed a bit interesting in the DeFi niche. So does Syrup, honestly. So that's why. And why is it my biggest bag? It's not necessarily because of Onyx Coin specifically. It's because out of all the DeFi projects, I think it's the best one right now. And I also think DeFi is the most applicable use case for crypto right now. It's probably the best. It's the least sexy when you talk about finances. People don't like to talk about finances, but crypto and finances they are better together than name your combo. I don't know, man. Penises and vaginas. They're better than what, and I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know what kind of mood I'm in. I'm just making jokes here, but they're better. And for the dudes that like the penises and penises, or the girls that like the vaginas and vaginas, the people that just like nothing, whatever, it's fine. I'm just saying DeFi and crypto, finances and crypto goes better together than even the best things in life, my friends. Even the best things in life. It really does. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate you, my friend. You're in finance. We could talk about that. Some Wi-Fi, AIOZ network. Keaton, I got you. AIOZ and Wi-Fi. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I got to get moving on here with this, though. We're going to be talking forever, you guys. I enjoy BSing with you, though. I really do. It's like I could use 2 hours to BS and then just 2 hours of doing TA. Flux, I got you. Superficialdom Flux. I don't give no flux. All right, let's go. And again, a lot of these requests by now, I hope you guys understand, they're going to be in the live stream leftovers. A lot of them will be. But I've got Degen, Griffin, Mana, Doge up next, okay? Degen Reborn? Is this it? Degen. Oh, wow. That's my bad. Wrong Degen. Let's see here. Low to high. This is not the right one as far as timing goes. What about here? Crow. Whoa, it just got listed on Kraken, didn't it? Okay. A little bit of selling off because of that. What about Bybit? There we go. There's some history. This is what we want. We want some history. Okay, cool. So Degen looks like it's having a nice double bottom. I don't know what happened before this, if you existed before this, but that's a nice double bottom there. Degen also is one of the more top performing coins, right? Yeah, it's up like 200% from the lows in April. Most coins are not even up 80%, so good job. Looks like a ripe double bottom. This looks like an atom and atom pattern. You guys, if it's not an atom and atom, it's an Eve and atom, but it looks like an atom and atom, man. Atom and atom, like I was talking about, it doesn't matter what you like, man. There's types for everybody, but right here, atom and atom patterns are the most bullish bottoming, maybe not the most bullish bottoming patterns, but there's some of the most bullish bottoming patterns, because essentially what you have is a V-shaped recovery on a V-shaped recovery, and that sets you up, man. You can move up at a very, very fast pace here, high to low right here. You can move all the way up to 8.2 cents. What is that right here? How much growth would that be? You might you might not even stop there. Yeah, that's a 15x from here. You're at 0.0054. We're talking about 8.26 cents as a viable minimum outcome, because you're going to go above this high. Degen into Degen, you guys. It's perfect. Do some research on it first. But yeah, this thing looks good. This looks really... By the end of June, you're looking at something that's on the lines like a 15x, 14x minimum, bro. Maybe you're all the way up at 23 cents. I don't know. It could do some crazy stuff. You never know. You're late to the party. That's okay. Element Rage, what's up, brother? Did you already look at Natix? Appreciate you. No, I don't think I wrote Natix down. I don't know if I did. Nope. We're gonna write it down though. I'll write it down for you, Element. I got you, bro. Natix. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Guitar break, XDead. Maybe, man. I haven't played the guitar. Man, I used to play the guitar every day, you guys. I used to play like 8 hours a day, 4 hours a day. I'm not kidding. Like, you know, I lived at my mom's house. I didn't have a whole lot going on. I would just play guitar all the time. And if I went on vacation, I would take it with me. My friends thought it was annoying, but I would just play. I would play all the day. I would make sure I played at least an hour a day, and I actually played more. Got really good in a short amount of time because of it, but I haven't played in a while. It makes me sad. You know, growing up, right? Having a family. Sometimes other things in life take you away from this. This stuff here takes me away from that. I was gonna be a rock star, don't you know? I was gonna be the best guitarist in the world. That's why I played that much. You don't play that much unless you are dedicated to being something great, right? And I was definitely dedicated to it for a time, but it's a bittersweet thing, that guitar, man. I want to keep playing it. I just don't have a whole lot of time. Can you own physical uranium? Aris the Yogi, that's funny, man. Please talk about the uranium. Yeah, we could talk about Ura in the leftovers for sure. We'll talk about Ura. So yeah, DGen looks great. DGen looks great. Can you own physical uranium? Hey, it was a genuine question, man. It was a genuine question. Griffin. Now, Griffin, you guys, is one that I think is going to be a top performer. It has been a top performer. It's relatively new. Came about in December, so you don't really have a whole lot of history. But what we do have is a massive dump from a high to a low. It sold off 96%. Massive dump. Humongous. From a low to where you are now to a high, you moved up 500%. You're up right now 278%. You're above most cryptos as far as growth goes. And you were in my top 8 section as far as growth goes too, from the bottom of April to where we were back on like the 21st. I think this thing has a lot of potential. I think that it's going to grow a lot. You're finding support right now at prior areas of support. You could continue to go down. Maybe you're at 9 cents now. Maybe go to 7 cents, 7.5 cents, something like that. But at the end of the day, I do believe that you will move higher. I do believe that from here, you know, from the 0.5 to the 382, consolidating like this does get you set up for a couple of outcomes. Either you go right up to the golden ratio, or you go all the way up to the 786, 886 area, something like this. And my expectation is that Griffin does not make a weaker move than what it's already seen here. So if you've got like a low to a high right here of a move, that was 160%. From a low to a high here of a move, that was 197%. I don't think you see something weaker than 160%. I don't think so. So from where you are at the low, not from where you are at the current price, but at the low, 160% takes you up to the top of this range. It's very possible you could find resistance around 23 cents. Or maybe even just below there. You know, you've got areas of resistance, areas of support that could be resistance. But if you see something larger than this move, and I would assume you do, genuinely, you're going to go up to like 31, 32 cents, if not 45 cents. And this, you guys, is what I'm expecting to happen. Look at this. We're on the daily time frame. Look at this, right? These expectations, this is like by the end of the month, what we're talking about, okay? Let me show you. When you consolidated here at the base, right, you made your move down, you had your low, you consolidated. It was on the 11th day that you made your move, that you started to move up, right? Something like that. Maybe you were down here, maybe it was like 13 days, whatever, 13th day. You started to make your move up. When you got here, whenever you started to make your move, it was on this day here, 14 days. That's when you started to make your move, 13, 14. As of here, from the high to where you are now, you're on your 11th day. Any day now, maybe you have a little bit lower to go. But any day now, you're going to make this next move up. And I really wouldn't be surprised if instead of it being in between 160% to 197, if it was a bigger move, you finish this with a finale, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse wave count. That's a very common thing, right? Elliott wave theory. Look into it. Elliott impulsive wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of which the third and the fifth waves tend to be the biggest waves. They tend to. Giving us the possibility where you'd be bigger than 160% but lower than this if the third wave's the biggest wave. Or if the fifth wave is the biggest wave, we might have something more promising to look forward to. And if we're looking at this here on the RSI, the daily RSI is way cooled off. You're at the lowest price or the lowest reading that you've been at since you were down here. Look at this, right? Whenever you were down here at this price when you started, your daily close was right here. Your RSI was basically right where it is now. You could be set up to see the strongest. What if you get a stronger reading in the RSI? You could be set up to see the strongest move you've seen so far from a high to a low. If you were to be seeing something more than 160%, you're likely going to go at least to the 786, which is 254% away from the low, which from the current price is 241%. And this is going to happen in a week and a half. It's going to happen by the end of the month. If not, most of it will. And then if not there. You know what I mean? Like, I really do think 31 to 41 cents is what's coming. 45 cents is coming. So I hope you enjoyed the sales pitch on that one, because I've done a little research and I think it's interesting, but I do like the charts. I do like the charts a lot. I go off the charts, and this chart here to me looks very interesting. It looks promising, and I wouldn't doubt at all for above 32 cents in the next 10 to 14 days. That's my expectation, okay? Not a financial advisor. I don't own any of this coin, but I'm about to. I'm about to buy some. On that note, I want to look at syrup real quick. I'm going to do this detour for me. This one's for me. I have the power, so I can do it. Yeah, that's fine. Syrup's fine. Thinking about taking some syrup, taking some profits out of syrup and rolling it into Griffin, actually. Mana is the next one. We're talking about Mana and then Doge, and then I'll read the comments. What I will say, because I'm not looking at the comments right now, you see I've got my head away, but what I will say, if anybody's spamming or scamming or screaming for a request out there, just chill. We're probably not going to take any more requests. I'll write them down at the end of the list if I see them, but just don't spam the comments, okay? Don't spam the comments. I'm less likely to do your request. I'll even revoke the request if it's already on here if you spam. So if you want your request done, you don't spam. You can do a light spamming, like once every 5 minutes or something, once every 2 minutes. Just don't do the continual stuff, Light spamming, I respect it. I get it. I even respect the continual spamming, but not everybody does. Not everybody, and I don't appreciate it. I respect it. I don't appreciate it. The tenacity's there, but it just doesn't look good. Decentraland, Mana. Mana is rather disappointing. It's one of my bigger bags, but it is rather disappointing. I did sell some Mana for Cookie DAO before Cookie started to move up, right? I sold a little bit of that, and I made a post on that. I talked about that, I think, on my last live stream or something. But where you are, I do believe you're going to move up. I do believe, as controversial as this might be, I do believe that this whole range here, you're accumulating and you're ready to break out higher. You're finding support continually at this area here where you found resistance before, right? Immaculate resistance. You've got an immaculate floor down here, right? You've lived down here for a long time accumulating. I don't know how high Mana is going to go by the end of the cycle. It could find a double top like LTC did, like Monero did, like XRP did, right? It can find a lower high like Bitcoin Cash did. It can consolidate in this area for multiple cycles and maybe find itself, maybe the metaverse will be a better narrative in the following cycle. But I do expect it to have a very eruptive move here pretty soon. I think that by the end of June, if you're not at new all-time highs by the end of June, I would expect, let's just see, high to low here. I would expect that we see some kind of price reversion at least to the golden ratio, if not higher, which would mean that you're going to see something on the lines of a 5x, about a 5x at a minimum, to potentially something as high as a 12x, if not all-time highs. And I don't know if you see new all-time highs by the end of June, but I really wouldn't be surprised at all if you were somewhere between $4 and $2 by the end of June. And you're at 31 cents now. So a lot of potential for this OG. I'm holding to it. I've got some long-term bags in there. I'm not selling here. So that's just my perspective. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me get this back. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sell a spam pass for 5 minutes of infinite spamming. I should. That's a great idea, K-Dog. Yeah. The spam pass, I don't know. What would it be worth? There's 286 people in here, so $1 for 1 minute of everybody's time, $286. Do that, and then you can spam for 1 minute. That's let's go. And then with that 286, I'll put it in, or it'll be 30% less because YouTube takes out 30% or 40% or whatever. I'll put that in a coin. If it goes up, if it 5x's, then I'll split it with a lucky contestant or something like that. 1K each. Yes. Time is valuable, baby. JYAI, we can do that. Palestina, Viva. Yes, we can. It's on the list. We're making our way down there. If I don't get to it tonight, or today, I will get to it on the live stream leftovers. I will make a video. I want everybody to understand if I've said, hey, I'm writing this down, I'm writing down your coin, I've made it very clear if I'm writing it down. And I'll read the list before the video's ended here. I will talk about every single coin, either in their own video or on the live stream leftovers. And I'll make it clear as to what's what as I'm doing each video, okay? Clearly, if it gets its own video, you'll see its name in the title. If it's a live stream leftovers video, and you'll hear me go over it in the beginning. I'll do like 10 at a time or something like that. Let's see here. Mana, though, yeah, I really do believe Mana will see new all-time highs. I do believe that Mana will see targets somewhere along the lines of like $15 or higher. As high as 50, as low as 15. So I'm looking for something that's above average performance here in comparison to the rest of the market. But we'll see. There's a very good chance you can stop at 30 bucks, whatever. I got a lot of high hopes for Mana. I think it will see new all-time highs by the end of this cycle. Primary reason, you're finding support at the right areas. Structurally speaking, you look good. Higher highs, higher lows. You're a very bullish chart. You haven't done anything with yourself yet. Do something. Give us some life. And I believe that at the end of the cycle, you'll see a $15 to $50 price, okay? Doge. Not Dodge. I wrote Dodge. Doge. Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin's at 22.7 cents. You know, Dogecoin's been it's moved a lot less typical of itself than what it normally does. But what I think's happening here is you're getting ready for the big move. It's coming. I think that this next move up between now and the end of June, early July, and you might run in your own time too, it'll be the biggest move that you've seen so far, right? It's not going to be the biggest move that you've seen since in that cycle, but since that cycle, like you're not going to get a bigger move than this. Anybody who's taking this and they're like, well, this is what Dogecoin did last cycle. I'm just going to copy this right here, put it all the way up at the top, and then paste it over here at the lows, and then boom, what do you know? We get a $14 price. No, that's not what happens. That's not what works. Dogecoin will not be worth $1 trillion. It's not going to be the first meme coin to be worth $1 trillion by the end of the cycle. I think it actually does stand a chance of being the first meme coin worth $1 trillion. It's actually, from a fundamental basis, this meme coin is actually more valuable than the US dollar. It's got better economic value. It literally does. It's much better than the US dollar. So Dogecoin will be worth $1 trillion in market cap one day. It will be. But it's got a max supply. Inflation. Yeah, well, the dollar's got a max supply. The dollar's rate of inflation will eclipse Dogecoin's rate of inflation. It's not even close. Dogecoin's rate of inflation is fixed. As the supply goes on, as time goes on, that rate of inflation decreases. It'll asymptotically approach zero. You guys know what asymptotic behavior means? It means it approaches it without ever getting there. But that's the same as saying, like, you don't go to 0, you go to 0.1, then you go to 0.0001, then 0.0, you're approaching 0 without ever getting there. The rate of inflation will approach 0 asymptotically. That's what's going to happen, which implies that versus the dollar, Doge is only going to grow in value. It's only going to over time. It's one of the most bullish charts in the damn crypto space. Find me a more bullish chart than this. Since 2014. I'll wait. There's not one. They don't exist. Nope. Doesn't exist. Dogecoin here, though, at 22 cents. I think you are getting ready for the big swing. You're going to see a bigger move here by the end of June, early July. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you're at new all-time highs. My expectation is that you'll be at something between 80 cents and $1.54 by the end of June, early July. It wouldn't surprise me if you stopped right there at around $1. But ultimately, $4 by the end of the cycle is what we're thinking for Dogecoin. Let's move on to Kernel. Kernel. It is Kernel. And I thought it was Kernel. I was having, Kernel Dow. I like the name Dow at the end of it. Dow makes me money, man. Maybe sometimes, not always. Cookie Dow. I'm just saying, it's got a good ring to it because of that. Cookie put a good name for the DAOs out there. Okay, so Coinbase. Coinbase is the reliable one. All right, so this thing's new. It's been around since April 15th. And it dumped. While a lot of coins pumped during this time, you dumped. So that's not fun, but that's okay. You got a nice little double bottom here. That is a classic pattern. Adam and Eve. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And you made your move already. That probably doesn't count. I bet you will continue to move up from here. There's not a lot of historical data on this, so don't hate me for being wrong, but I'm assuming you're going up. From a high to a low, the expectation would be over the coming days, over the coming weeks, you're on a path that will take you up to 25 cents, 30 cents, probably even beyond. This is such a small fib range. I really wouldn't doubt if you were at like 30 cents or more by the end of the month, man. Like, it really could happen. Maybe not, maybe. It's too new to really do TA. All I can say is it looks good. It looks like it wants to move up. What is this thing? Kernel? What's the market cap on you? Might be worth looking into. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do your own research, but low market cap, yes. Low market cap, we like that. Might be worth looking into, you guys. It's a new coin. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to take a little special interest in that as well. I got BSL as an interest and Kernel DAO as an interest. Kernel. It's new and it's listed on Coinbase. See, this is what I mean. You don't need a pre-sale. You don't need a pre-sale. You can get into a coin when it's worth $30 million in market cap valuation and it's listed on Coinbase. It's vetted. You don't need a pre-sale. Stay the hell away from pre-sales. You'll make the most money in pre-sales. You're also probably going to lose the most money in pre-sales, man. It's just not. Crypto's, unless you know the person who's doing it, unless you have actual evidence of it not being a scam, stay away from pre-sales. Okay, if you're just going off a hunch or something that someone told you, it's not the same. You got to know. If you don't know, then get the hell away. Colonel, I don't know how high you're going to go, but I think you've got. I think that you're going to have to talk to Major Tom with this is Major Tom to ground control. I don't know, because you're going to be in a rocket ship floating through the space. I don't know. Anyways, Colonel here, Floki. Let's talk about Floki. Floating in a most peculiar way is what I was trying to say there. Let's see. John C. What's up, John? How you doing, bro? Zigzag BSV. We could talk about some BSV. Absolutely. Yeah, probably not in this video. It'll be on the live stream leftovers, but yeah, we'll talk about it. Floki's finding some resistance here. XDead TSL stock. Cybercab releasing in Austin, Texas. Tesla. Is that supposed to be Tesla? Isn't it TSL? Is it TSLA? Not TSLL. Oh. Ho-ho. Well, we like that, don't we? We like that, yeah. Okay. TSLL. Thank you. 2 Tesla. We like that. What's better than 1 Tesla? 2 Teslas, right? Bucket hats, save lives. You know it, K-Dog. Chris Robinson, Proppy. Yeah, we talked about Proppy. I think Proppy looks good, actually. Proppy. TAI. Anthony, I talked about TAI today. Here, I'll tell you what I think is going to happen with TAI. Okay, we'll do it real quick. I think TAI is going to consolidate. It's going to move sideways probably until Monday or Tuesday, and then we're going to rip up higher, seeing prices around 32 cents at a minimum to 50 cents, 60 cents at a maximum over the next week or two. That's the expectation. And TAI is worth 11 cents now. So we got some growth to go, bro. But it's probably not going to happen right now today. It's probably going to happen in like 3 or 4 days from now, yeah. And not that it'll happen in 3 or 4 days. We'll commence that in 3 or 4 days. Floki, coming down, breaking down, finding resistance, consolidating, breaking down. And now you're at prior areas of support, finding resistance here. That's not a good look. I'll tell you what, it's not a good look. Weekly time frame, weekly RSI sucks too, man. I don't like it. Floki might be dead, you guys. It might be. Let's see what you can do here. You might prove me wrong. Okay. I'm just saying you are in a peculiar situation. Look at the weekly RSI. It's not a good look. This is an area where you make it or break it right now. What you need to do is to get higher. What you need to not do is to get lower, essentially, right? You want to move up. And it's not as simple as that. Obviously, you always want to move up. But if you move up right now like this, you can move down. You can meander. That's fine. You've got all the time in the world. You're going to go up. You're going to see new all-time highs. But if you move down from here, I don't care what kind of recovery you have. You're going lower, man. It's done. You know, this is not a good area to mess around, Floki. You need to make some decision. I'll tell you what though, you're in a nice area to find support. Breaking this trend line like this, oftentimes this is like the prime area to buy, is right below a broken trend line like that. So I actually do kind of like it in that respect. Let's look at the all-time high to the low here. All-time high to the bear market low. Come on now. High to low. Golden ratio support back above it. Stay above 406744. Stay above there. Don't go below there. If you reject from here at all, stay above there. Daily RSI looks good right now, but also not good right here. Good overall, but not. I don't like this reaction. If you go down from here, I'm skeptical, man. I think you want to move down. So here's the deal, Floki. You're in a make it or break it moment right now. It's not necessarily a problem if you move down, but it can be. If you break below this golden ratio, if you reject here and you break below your golden ratio, which effectively means you break below this resistance, you're breaking out of this trend as well, and you're continuing to break out lower, that would imply that this here is some kind of bear flag, and dude, you're going down to the depths. You're going to go all the way down to 4013, and you're at 4099 right now. That would be intense. That'd be a hell of an intense sell-off. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't like your weekly RSI. This is kind of surprising. I really did think Floki. I thought more of Floki here. April 7th, it did bounce. It had a nice recovery, 115%, but is it enough to keep going? A lot of meme coins pumped a lot harder than this in this time. For the average crypto, sure, that's great, but meme coins, they're a different game, man. They're not, and they're a savage game. I'm sticking with the downside call, man. I think you're in a bear flag, and I think you're going down. I do. I hope I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Find support at 0.00006744. Find support right there at the golden ratio, and get above the 786 at 30138. Get above that. If you can get above 30138, I'm wrong, and you're going to new all-time highs. We'll see you at 2011. But if I'm right, Floki's dead, guys. And it's not dead. It'll probably come back. All meme coins do, even the dead ones. But we're going to talk about Toshi next. Speaking of meme coins, Toshi's not so dead, though. This one's a little bit more lively. See, this is what I mean for a meme coin. From a low to where you are now, you're up 237. You saw a high, 390% overall. That's good, right? That's good for a meme coin. Let's do it on Bybit, maybe? No. MEXC. We need MEXC. Let's see here. Hold on now. 306795. Okay, from a high to a low here. Golden ratio, found resistance back down to the 0.5. Pretty damn common to do. Andy number MB29. Appreciate your analysis on all their plays. Thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. Zebek is awesome. And this is actually a ZBCN stream, so why don't we check in with ZBCN on that note right there. Yeah, still chilling. This tells me I really do think you have one more push. You got one more push. You're going to get this bearish divergence on the 1 hour, and then that'll be that, right? One more push. One more little push for you. Probably, maybe you don't go as high as I was thinking. Let's see. Hold on. I actually do. I want to get distracted real quick. Let's see. High to low. High to low here. If you were to go where I think you're going to go, you might go up to 2005. What is that? 2058 to 2065. But it's very possible that you could double top in this area, okay? If you get bearish divergence on your 4 hour or 1 hour, pay attention to that. If you get above the golden ratio again and you stay up here and then you close below it again, pay attention to that. That kind of signal would be some kind of a double top, and you would probably come back down. Where are you going to find support? The 1272 at 203, something like that, 2029, something like that. That's where I would think you go to find support, okay? ZBCN. We talked about this a lot in the beginning, but just to refresh, in case anybody else is new here, inspired by Andy. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate you. 10 mil, K-Dog. You putting 10 mil in here? Is that what it is? I don't know. Toshi, you guys, is consolidating. Going from your golden ratio here. Golden ratio and finding support at the 0.5 like this, consolidating in this fashion is actually very bullish. I am surprised. I thought that we were going to make a run up here. I thought we were finding support on the 60 and ready to run. We pulled back, whatever, but we're at the 50. We're at the 0.5 right now to find support, so we can run from here. It's very possible we go lower. You can find support. You know, you could do like a 1, 2, 3 corrective phase, and maybe we see a little bit lower prices. If we were to go lower from a low to a high, I'd probably just buy more, honestly. You'd be at 3058 to 30529, right? Somewhere in there. That's what I'd expect you to find support at. Right at these areas of support, right at these areas of resistance, somewhere in there. If you go lower, there's no guarantee that you do. You could very well find support from here. I think you do go lower, though. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Yeah, the 4 hour looks like you want to go lower. So I do think that you go lower. But ultimately, when you move higher, you're in this bull flag here. So you're gonna perform as such, right? From a low to a high. I would assume you take out that low. So where's your low going to be? I don't know. It's going to be a little bit lower. I would bet that your measure move comes out to be something around the 886 at 00175. Toshi moves up fast when it wants to move. You consolidate here. By the end of the month, you'll be up here. My expectation would be that Toshi sees a 200% pump from low to high by the end of the month. And that would also imply then that from the current price, not just from the low, but from the current price, that's a 157% move. Very confident it's going to see some growth here in a very short amount of time. Just over the long weekend, we might consolidate a little bit more. To the downside, right? Toshi, let's talk about LCX now. LCX. Ooh, and you guys, I got 6 minutes left on the stream, and I do have to cut it. I got a date with the family, so I got to cut it. Okay, LCX USD here on Coinbase. We're gonna try and power through these though. LCX is chilling. It's done what a lot of cryptos have done recently, right? Broken out of its downward sloping sideways phase, and now you're just waiting. You're going to get that follow-through move. It's going to be eruptive. You see these weeks here, how you moved up like this, 67%, 94%, 1 week after week after week, and then like this here. You're going to get movements like this, but they're not going to stop at this area that you've been stopping at for the past year. You're going to move up through it. You're going to see new all-time highs. From here, I would actually go from here, from a high to a low. The expectation by the end of June, if not early July, for LCX, end of June, if not early July, would be something on the lines of a 4.5x at a minimum. to potentially an 8x at a maximum, around $1 to find resistance. I like that, around $1, and it's your golden ratio. I like that a lot. It's very possible you could see some more growth in that. LCX has a low market cap. I mean, you really could run all the way up to $1.70, $2 even, but I'm sticking around $1 to 80 cents, something like that as the current prediction. We'll see how it goes, but that's the expectation right now. Okay, LCX. Let's move on. I'll talk about XCN real quick. I've already talked about XCN today, and I did a little video on that, but essentially here, you know, we went a little bit lower than anticipated, I think, originally, but it's fine right here. Go lower. You could even go lower still. I doubt you go below this low. I'm very confident you don't. I doubt you go below 1.7 cents even. 1.69 would be like the lowest that I think you could go to. I wouldn't be surprised if you went below this low at this point, but I think you're setting up for some kind of bottom at the 4-hour time frame here, and you're getting ready to break out of this, right? You can see it's different right now. Rejection, rejection. You're doing things differently here. You are rejecting, you are moving down, but it's different. It's a little bit different of a pace, and that different behavior begets different results. In my opinion, you're just on your way, whether it's by the end of May or in like the first week of June. Watch it be the first day of June. We'll be at 5.5 cents, 5.6 cents, something like that. That's the measure move. That's the appropriate target based off this bull flag here. It would take you up to that area, okay? I'm not measuring. I just know because I've talked about this enough, right? RWA. Someone was asking about RWA. Rug World Assets. Is that what it is? You said RWA/Allo. Allo. Yeah, I don't know. So we're going to do RWA. I don't know if that's what you meant. Whoever it was that requested RWA/ALLO. I don't know. Oh, this is what you mean. Okay, I get it. Ah, thank you. That works. Amon, yes, you got it. That's the one. Okay, cool. I think we got it here, bro. I think we're on it. So, kind of weird. Kind of a weird one. Looks like a lot of volume, right? Number 74, number 744, I mean. $28 million market cap, $58 million in volume. But it didn't go anywhere. I don't know, man. I don't like that. Being at these lows with that much volume, you should have gone somewhere. I don't know if that's a good thing, man. It could be a sign of a good thing, but that might be a sign of an exchange of hands before you rip to the downside. I'm not confident. I'm not confident in this, and I'm sorry, Amon. I can't be more concise here. I will say naturally by default I lean a little bit to the bullish side because I think crypto is going to get a lift up over the coming days, over the coming weeks, over the coming next like 6 weeks, and over the months to come. I think that you do. So it wouldn't surprise me if you did move up, but you could equally be in a position right now to move down. The statistics are in your favor. The move is in your favor because crypto looks good right now. But as far as your chart goes, it's just too neutral to really make a decision based off of this weekly time frame. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Let's just pretend like it's moving up, right? High to low. If it is moving up, my assumption would be that you see something on the lines of a 5.2 cent to 6.4 cent price. Probably very fast. If you were to move up, it'd be a very fast snap because that's a long phase of accumulation down there, right, since March. And you probably continue higher. You might even see 10 cents or beyond by the end of June. You could see new all-time highs by the end of June, especially with a low market cap like this, but I don't know. Are you going to go to 30 cents? Maybe. That's a viable target, but do you get some lift off here? It's hard to say. I don't know enough about this. This one might require some more attention. You might have to do some fundamental research, which we're not going to do right now. I've got time for one more. I'm going to do one more. I will say XRP is next on the list, but I'm going to make a video on XRP. So we're going to talk about Dent. We're going to talk about Dent. I will talk about XRP. We can look at XRP real quick, and then I will talk about Dent real quick. Okay, just so that we're not missing anything. XRP is not doing anything. I'm going to make a video on it later tonight. Okay, we're not missing out on anything. It's moving down. It's fine. The lowest that it could go to is 220, right? I don't think it's going to go below 220, but if it goes lower, 220 is the lowest it could go. I doubt it goes lower than that. But let's talk about Dent because that's next on the list, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, and I'll let you guys know what coins are on the list. I'll probably take some requests to add to the list as well. The list will be done. I will do live stream leftovers videos. There will probably be a part 1, a part 2, stuff like that. What's my list looking like? Raul, my list is looking like this. I'll show you actually. AMP here. Here's what my list is. So we are here. We are right here on the list. We've done all this stuff. Okay, I don't know. I don't actually here. Let me see. Let me get this better. Is this here? Hold on. Right here. Oh, it's the camera. Okay, there we go. Man, I'm a lefty. Oh, I don't know if I should have said that. I don't like giving away personal details like that, right? But I'm a lefty, so it's harder for me to do this because the camera's on the left side too. But we're here. We're right here on the list. We've done all of these coins already. Done all of those. We've got this much. Oh, I can't do this backwards. We've got that much left to go, and then plus this side here and up. So I wrote them down in order. I wrote from first to last, and then I went up this way. So we're right here on Dogecoin. We got a little bit left to go. We probably got like 30 coins or 20 coins, somewhere in that range. So Amp's at the bottom of that list there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Fabio. I play guitar left-handed for sure, bro. I do. I'm going to have to prove it now. Now, Fabio, with the name like Fabio, too, I got to, man. Fellow lefty, what up? Brandon W., what up, what up? WorldCoin, Julio, we will talk about WorldCoin. I will give it its own video. Okay? And Julio is a longtime viewer, so maybe I'll even sneak it in here at the end if you're patient. Okay, just wait. But hold on. High to low, Dogecoin here. 382, consolidating, chilling. Yeah, you're doing what a lot of coins have done. Broken out. You just haven't gotten your follow-through move. I don't even know how this thing's still relevant. This is like the first meme coin that ever existed besides Dogecoin, right? But yes, it probably does move up. I wouldn't want to invest in this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I wouldn't want to invest in it. I don't know anything about it. Maybe they've taken on a new leaf, but before it was like decentralized dentistry. Now it's something else. Or maybe I'm thinking of Dogecoin, and that's why Dogecoin is in my head that way. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, yeah, this thing goes all the way back to 2017. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I thought of, right? It was yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the exact one I thought of. But it's kind of like a meme in the space. If you know, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of June, you're at 003, 0048 or higher. The highest I'd give you, only because you're a crazy pump coin sometimes, the highest I'd give you is just below 2 cents. You could see a 23x. I feel most confident in this area between, no. I'd say I feel most confident in this area here between about 2039 to 2081. Anything and everything in between there is fair game. I do think that you're going to move up higher, but that's that. I will take a quick look for Julio. We'll take a quick look. What was it? We're going to do WorldCoin real quick, but I'm going to make its own video. So I'm just going to do it real quick, and then I'm going to end this video here because I don't really have that much time, actually. WorldCoin, WLD, Binance. Yeah, so you're at your low, weekly time frame, RSI, bottom point, found support, looks like a W. You want to go up, you want to get into the overbought zone, absolutely you will. You'll break out of your downtrend here pretty soon. You're probably going to return to all-time high areas and then some. I would expect, let's see, from a high to a low, you got your 1, 2, 3 corrective phase out of the way. High to low here. At your 2, 3, 6, you're going to be moving up higher. You are definitely going to be moving up higher. I would expect when you see new all-time highs, 27 to 78 bucks is a doable range. Yes, maybe even by the not by the end of June, but by the end of this year. That's what I would expect. 27 to 78. Yes, anything and everything in between. Probably somewhere around 40 bucks if I had to guess, or 50 bucks if I had to guess, by the end of the cycle. Let's confirm this as a low here, low to high. Golden ratio support, beautiful. So I think that is your low. You're moving up. Week to week, you're going to continue to move up. So whatever you do in the short-term stuff doesn't really matter, but I'll go over that more at the on the next video. I'm going to put up the big screen now, and I'm going to just read some requests and BS with people here. So let's see. Ral, have we done AMP yet? What's your list looking like? We have not done AMP yet, but yes, I got that on the list there. Let's see. Thank you. TARS ain't going to be effed around here in the next few months. No, yeah, it's definitely not. Virtual protocol, please. We can throw that on there. Farish. I don't know how to pronounce that. Farash, or Farish. I don't know. Virtuals, yeah. Virtuals. Let me tell you guys what we got on the list, okay? So we've got Layer AI, Auction, Loan Protocol, Metal, Brett, JYAI, GRT, V, XOR. I really tried for the JYAI, man. I really tried to move through this list. I think I did a good job at the end, but WLF, WLD, XMR, which will probably get its own video, ALB, Sato, AIOZ, YFI, Flux, Natix or Natix, Ura, as in like the uranium stock, or ETF, BSV, TSLL, Proppy, AMP, and Virtual. Okay, that's the list so far. I'm going to go through right now and read comments, and I'm going to take, because this list is so long, I'm only going to take 10 at the most more requests, and I will do them all on the live stream leftovers. The video is titled Live Stream Leftovers. There'll probably be a part 1, a part 2, and at this rate a part 3. Okay, but I'm going to go through. Yes, I am going to add to the list. Put your requests in right now. Put your requests now. Did you talk about KTA? Eduardo, I'm going to talk about KTA anyways, okay? I'm going to give you a shout out though, but I'm going to talk about that one. That one doesn't count as part of this edition. We're going to talk about KTA tonight already. Okay, that's already on the list in my head. So let's see. I do own TAI, Anthony. I own a little bit of it. I wish I owned more. Thank you, BVM. I appreciate you. Songbird, next time, I got you. SGB. Thank you for the ticker. Run XPR, Zigzag. XPR probably gets its own video too, okay? I'll even write your name there, Zigzag. Probably gets its own video. Button, the next Bitcoin. Oh, Buttcoin. Buttcoin. Yes, Buttcoin. Gotta have some Buttcoin in your live stream leftovers. SHX, we got that one. That's 4, you guys. We got 6 more. Ponke, Tickcoin, Based Fartcoin. We're gonna do Ponke. Ponke. Just 1 request per person. So if you request more, I'm not gonna do more than 1. Just the first one. WLF is wolf feet. Okay, thank you, Element. I'll remember that. Wolf feet. Well of feet. Weird name, but interesting. Turbo, Fabio. We're gonna talk about Turbo. Fabio, we'll talk about Turbo. That's like KTA. That's another one that I've actually been meaning to talk about. So we're gonna talk about that one. That one isn't part of this list of 10 here. We've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add 5 more. How would I find the virtual protocol video once it's posted? So virtuals, okay, so Farish. So virtuals, whenever I post it, I'm not going to make a video on virtuals. I might, because it is a big coin. If I don't make an individual video for virtuals, you'll find it in one of the videos titled Live Stream Leftovers. I'll start it off like this. I'll say, hey, this is the live stream leftovers. These are the coins we're going to talk about. These are the coins that we're not talking about, but I'm still going to talk about. But these are the coins in this video that I'm going to talk about. And I'll probably talk about 10 of them or something like that. Or maybe more, however I'm feeling. If not virtual, it might just be in the name. You just go to my channel, right? You go on YouTube here. Hold on. YouTube. And people act like it's hard to find stuff on my channel. It probably is because there's just so much stuff. But here's the deal. If you're trying to find stuff from like day to day, if you're keeping up day to day, it's probably not as hard. Oh, bro, Julio, that was so much fun. Thank you, Julio. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, that was good. For those of you guys that don't know, for a time, I was a taco champion. I did eat the most. I had like 32 or 35 tacos or something like that I ate within an hour. Or maybe it's like an hour and a half. I forget how long it was. I was the taco champion at a vegan taco restaurant. They were little tacos and they were vegan tacos. So actually, it was really hard to eat. I'm not going to lie. The food at some point just sucks to eat. But that was back when I was vegan. And yeah, man, I was vegan for 6 years, you guys. I wasn't one of those preachy vegans, though. So you go, if you're looking for me, you'll click on me. You'll type in C-Zar, right? Let's see. C-Zar gets crypto. If you're looking for virtuals here. And no hate to vegans. I love vegans. I just don't like people who are pretentious and think they're better than people just because of their lifestyle. That's all. But you go here and then you click videos. Okay? Click videos. And then from there should be in chronological order all the videos that I've made most recent. So you'll check here. It'll probably be in, I make 13 videos a day normally or more. So check like the last 13. There'll be a video that says virtuals or live stream leftovers. That's how you'll find it, okay? To answer that question. Thank you, TCC. Appreciate you, bro. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun while we did that. So back to 31 cents. Maybe to 35 cents. Maybe to 55 cents. Who knows? You never know. Let's see. Let's see. I need to scroll back up here. Hold on, because I got distracted. I want to be in order. Let's see. Hold on. XYO. We won't forget MSTR. Don't you worry. But it's the weekend. We're not going to talk about it right now. XYO gets one. We'll do some XYO. Hold on. What's going on? Why won't it let me? Uh-oh. That's okay. Oh, MJ's Fusion, what's up, my friend? How are you? Good to see you. Love you. Oh, man, if I'm ever in Cali, I'm stopping by. I got to stop by. I really do. Have a great great evening. Thank you, Eduardo. I appreciate you, my friend. Let's see. Arrow and PNG. Yeah, we can talk about Arrow, but not PNG. Just one request per person, okay? Juanes. Arrow. DAG for the financial guy. I like it. DAG. ACH for Adrian. Yeah, we got ACH. I need to talk about ACH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. And that is Helium Mobile for Mr. Blackerish. I like that. That's a good name. Like licorice, but Blackerish. Or maybe he's blacker-ish. I don't. He might be blacker-ish than the average black person. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe he's blacker-ish than the average white person. Everybody comes in shapes and sizes, shades and colors. HNT. Okay, so that's it. So officially, you guys, Layer AI. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 33 coins that I got to talk about still. Probably really with these, actually, I've got like 36 coins I got to talk about still. I will talk about Layer AI, Auction, Loan Protocol, Metal, Brett, JYAI, GRT, V, as in VEE, XOR, WLF, Wellevite, WLD, XMR, ALB, SATO, AIOZ, YFI, Flux, NATIX, Ura, BSV, TSLL, Proppy, AMP, Virtual, SGB, XPR, Buttcoin, SHX, Ponke, XYO, Arrow, DAG, ACH, and HNT. Those are, and then LAES stock. We'll talk about Kernel. I'll probably do some, or no, we've already talked about Kernel. Sorry, I'm going to do research on Kernel and BSL. PHNIX is one that we'll do. KTA and Turbo as well, but those will probably get their own videos. Or PHNIX will get added to the list somehow. I don't know why that one's all the way over here, but I'll throw that in there. Anyways, I hope that's all clear. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you all for being here. I very much do appreciate you. I know whenever I ramble like that, I tend to lose a lot of the viewership. But for those of you that are still here, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you all. Adam Arroyo, yeah, Adam, KTA, bro, KTA, good recommendation on that one. Adam, bro, where you been? Thank you. I'm pretty sure you're the one that turned me on to it, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm getting you confused with somebody else that has an A name, but I'm pretty sure it was Adam. KTA, man, I was right. Yeah, you did. No, bro, straight up, bro. Oh yeah. But how's it looking? Yeah, KTA, Adam. KTA is looking really good. If you're still here, it's looking really good. It's like a top performer, bro. Yeah. No, bro, you did so good. I'm glad that I thought, Adam, I'm not even kidding. I'm like, is this guy like an insider? Does he like know something? Did he just throw me a bone? The fact that you said you found it and thought it was a scam right there, that puts a long debated question in my head to rest. So thank you. I'm like, did somebody special, and not that you're not special, I just mean like, I'm like, did someone in the know with the KTA, did they throw me a bone? I was going to say thank you. But even though it was just a random odd find, dude, great random odd find. That coin, it's up so much, and it's probably going to continue to grow. You got a lot of growth. It seems interesting. It does seem interesting, and I'll definitely talk about it tonight. But yeah, Adam, good call. Adam with the call of like the year, bro. Seriously, that was KTA. Me talking about KTA, me finding KTA and looking up all the analysis I've done on it. Maybe I would have looked it up at some point without Adam. I don't know, but I wouldn't have done it as early on as I did if it wasn't for you. So just special shout out to Adam. I will enjoy the fam. Thank you, XDead. I appreciate you. Jay Rodriguez, thank you. Void, T-Dev, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Jackpot, Sunshine, JB, Element, John, Brandon. Thank you guys. Daniel Hughes, I appreciate you all. We're not doing any more requests, guys. I'm just saying good night to everybody, or good day. Beyond the Illusion, Alejandro, Lara, thank you. JB, appreciate you. Mr. Blackerish, Element Rage, MJ's Fusion. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, full-time YouTuber. You know it, man. Yeah, I know, bro. It's crazy. It's gotten real crazy. Faresh, thank you very much. Let's see. Everybody else, Adam, thank you. Nick C, thank you. Marlon, One Truth Seeking. I appreciate you all. I'm 15 minutes over. My wife's going to kill me, so I got to go. I hope you guys have a good day. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves.